One of our favorite sponsors is back with us, Sunset Lake CBD.
Yeah.
If you're looking for CBD that actually does what CBD is supposed to do, look no further than our friends over at Sunset Lake.
Let me break it down.
Break it down, Mel.
They're sustainably farmed, meaning they avoid pesticides and use sustainable farming practices to preserve the land for future generations. 1. 2, farm to table. They ship the CBD products straight from their door in Vermont directly to your door wherever you're at.
Now that's cool.
And third party tested. They test everything with a third party to ensure quality, dosage, and safety.
You got to go over and check out sunsetlakecbd.com. They have so many products. Break it down for them, Apple.
Well, they've got some new stuff going on. Like they always had pre-rolls, but now they got really cool packaging for it. And you can get CBD pre-roll flights of all their flavors. You can get the heavy hitter flight that also throws in some of their Keef blunts. They have a new CBD recovery body lotion.
I'm excited about that.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the other?
The other one with arnica.
The extra strength muscle rub, 3,000 milligram with 5% lidocaine.
So look,
Oh, yeah,
if you're
lidocaine.
sore, this is the stuff you want to rub on your body to make those aches and pains go away. They even have CBD infused coffee, so you can have coffee without the little jitter that you get from caffeine, and you have it in the morning and you start your day off right. Your body feels lubricated. You're going to sleep good.
Yeah, and also they have, if you kind of forget to reorder, they've got subscriptions.
And they're giving the No Simple Road family 20% off.
20% off.
Put
with
in the promo code NSR20 when you're checking out at sunsetlakecbd.com. You're going to get 20% off your entire order.
NSR20.
And don't forget those cute little gummy bears.
That's right. sunsetlakecbd.com. One of our favorite sponsors is back. Here at No Simple Road, you know that we love our listeners. It's super important to all of us here that you all take care of your mental health.
Absolutely.
And we have all been through a ride in the past, I don't even know how
lifetime.
many months it is now, but
Lifetime.
things got weird this past year and a half, man. And so we have got a new sponsor for all of you, BetterHelp. BetterHelp is not a crisis line. It is not self-help. It is professional counseling done securely online, which I don't know, man. I'm always nervous about going and sitting in a waiting room and talking to some counselor I don't know face to face. You can do this either over video. You can do it over your phone. You can do it on your schedule. If you don't like the counselor that you got, you can switch. They make it super easy.
And
That's amazing.
They treat everything from depression to anxiety to trauma.
They have LGBTQ counselors, anger management help, family conflict help. Anything you share with these people is 100% confidential. And these are professionals. This isn't some fly-by-night thing. BetterHelp is really amazing with matching you up with the counselor that you
I like
should
that.
have.
You get to chill at home, and if you're not happy with somebody, you can change it up and everything. That would be hard to do like in real life once you've met
Oh,
somebody.
absolutely.
And you all out there know that No Simple Road wants you to be happy. So as a listener, you're going to get 10% off your first month by visiting our sponsor, BetterHelp, at betterhelp.com/No Simple Road. You can join over 1 million people who have taken charge of their mental health. Again, that's BetterHelp, HELP.com/No Simple Road. Listen, everybody, it's really important to take care of your mental health, so check out BetterHelp. This episode of No Simple Road is also brought to you by
Shop Tour Bus.
That's right. Shop Tour Bus is the online lot's greatest purveyor of Grateful Dead inspired t-shirts, hoodies, stickers, tote bags, kids' clothes,
Trucker hats.
trucker hats.
You
Yep.
know, it is some like finding Waldo in the world when you see somebody wearing a Shop Tour Bus shirt.
Yeah.
It is fantastic. Or their hats or little tote bag. It's one of the coolest things. Their materials are fantastic. I know that they're so good about keeping things local, you know,
And sustainable.
Sustainable. It's all in the family. The family's all participatory. The models are the family, and the creators, and of course the business. And you know, shop local and shop NSR fam.
And they don't just take it and throw it in like some normal, boring old box that you break down and throw in the recycling. They send it in a one-of-a-kind, thoughtful box with a Grateful Dead inspired lyric on it. and whatever the person that's throwing the box together decides to paint or draw
Or
on
you
it.
can personalize it too. So if you want to send, a birthday message, hey, happy birthday, Aaron, it's your 50th. Woo-hoo. Something like that.
Some of you folks out there, when you do your order, you're going to get a Miracle Bootleg Grateful Dead cassette in your order. And the No Simple Road family is getting hooked up with free shipping when you put in the promo code No Simple Road. So go to shoptourbus.com online, or on Instagram, go to @shoptourbus. You can check out all the designs in both of those places. Make sure you put in the promo code No Simple Road when you check out. Get your free shipping. Hook yourself up with some new clothes, man. You deserve it. You gotta look sexy out there. We're taking care of your mental health. We're getting you some clothes. And now it's time for you to head over to Define Premium Cannabis.
What? Is that another one of our fantastic sponsors?
That is.
If you live in the Portland area, they got 2 locations to serve you.
Where?
One in Hillsboro, the other in Forest Grove. And they have the dopest dope you'll ever smoke.
It's not just the dopest dope.
I was just going to say, and the best edibles.
Best edibles.
Best dabs.
Dabbables.
Bathables.
Yeah, oh my God, the bath salts. We got you covered for whatever aches you, whether it's your mind, your body, from your pinky toe all the way to the tippy top of your head.
Right.
Wow.
We will take care of you. We will take our time with you. We will explain everything to you. The cannabis world can be very confusing. New stuff is happening all the time. So come visit us at either location and make sure you mention you are a listener of No Simple Road, because we will hook you up with a 10% discount on your purchase.
10% off weed,
First
guys.
visit, you get a free t-shirt. That t-shirt you can wear back for a 5% discount on top of your 10% discount to get a 15% discount.
Let me.
Wow.
So I've gone in and I've gotten my free t-shirt, and
The first time.
a month or 4 days later, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go get some more weed at Define. So I put on my t-shirt that I got from you guys. I walk in, I go to the counter, I say, hey, I listen to No Simple Road, and I want those pre-rolls right there. And they're like,
No, it doesn't work on pre-rolls.
Oh yeah, but some things are not discountable because we already sell them so cheap.
Okay,
But that's
hang on,
I love
back
it.
up,
Aaron
back
picked
up.
the one thing.
Back up. So I walk in, I go over to the counter. I want an eighth of that fucking cat piss right there. And they're like, yep. And you're going to get 15% off because you got the t-shirt and you're part of the No Simple Road family.
Yeah,
The Gorilla
absolutely.
Glue or
Okay, cool.
some
So-
kind of strawberry cob.
Go to either location, Hillsboro or Forest Grove. Make sure you tell them you listen to the show and take care of your head, man.
Have you ever listened to Andy Frasco?
Out of a basketball.
That you got at Electric Fish Lights?
Well, shit.
You should,
You're
because
good.
Andy and EFL are both dope.
Yeah. Go to electricfishlights.com. Check out what they're doing with the amazing IQ technology. That isn't some space age bullshit. That is interlocking quadrilaterals, which is 30 interlocking pieces that can be configured into 15 different shapes. And when you put those together, they can basically build any magical light that you can imagine. You tell them what you want. I want a basketball, Electric Fish.
Your favorite cartoon characters. And like Andy, they make all your sports teams. So if you like
That's
the
right.
LA Lakers,
The
you can
Lakers.
go on over there and get a Lakers.
Oh, shit. Andy, you heard that,
Oh,
right?
we should.
Yeah, we should hook Andy
We're gonna
up.
hook you up, Andy.
So check it out. You can also get color changing bulb upgrades. You can get color changing Bluetooth speaker bulb upgrades. You can do all kinds of fun stuff. Christmas is right around the corner. I'm
That's
just
right.
saying, there's lots of fish fans out there that listen to this show, lots of deadheads that listen to this show. You could get a steal your face light or a fish light and really blow somebody's
This is a
mind.
very unique gift.
Yes.
All of them are made from upcycled vinyl. They come with a 12-year energy efficient, safe to leave on bulb, a 12-foot cord, and a hardware kit to hang the light. And you're getting 25% off because you listen to No
What?
Simple Road. When you put in the promo code NSR when you check out, you're going to get 25% off and you're going to get magic in your box. What do I mean by magic, Mel?
Well, in Delaware, they are creating some cute little trinkets. Maybe you're going to get a little t-shirt. Maybe you'll get a sticker. Maybe you'll get
A tarot card with
Hey.
a ticket stub attached to it.
There you go.
Who
So you
knows?
don't know what you're going to get. You get a sweet surprise on top of your amazing light, on top of that 25% discount with NSR, a promo code. And if you want to get the color changing upgrade bulb with Bluetooth speaker, you will not regret it.
There it is. So go to electricfishlights.com or at electricfishlights on Instagram and light up your light.
Hey everyone, Chris Pandolfi from the infamous String Dusters here to let you know that my podcast, Inside the Musician's Brain, is back on the airwaves for season 4, which means it's time once again to get deep with influential musicians from all across the musical landscape to really understand and translate the lessons of success, failure, inspiration, and hard work that are behind the music and the artists that we love. My guests this season include Rachel Price from Lake Street Dives, Sam Bush, Chris Wood, Chris Funk from The Decemberists, Lindsay Liu, MC Taylor from His Golden Messenger, and more. Check us out, and thanks for listening.
We're so excited to tell you a bit about today's sponsor, Music Masters Collective. They are a nonprofit organization that produces unique music events, providing opportunities for fans and artists to meet and collaborate in an inspired and creative atmosphere.
Music Masters Collective events give you the opportunity to learn from world-class musicians like Otil Burbridge, Steve Earle, Richard Thompson, former members of the band, the Milk Carton Kids, Nikki Glaspie, the Fab Four, and Sean Colvin, and so many more.
At an event like the Milk Carton Kids Sad Song Summer Camp happening this July, you can expect immersive classes, evenings of entertainment, excellent food, and a space for a lucky group of folks to learn, co-write, workshop, and perform with like-minded peers, all with the guidance of Kenneth Pattengale, Joey Ryan, and some of their favorite songwriters. This all-inclusive week in the Catskill Mountains of upstate New York is guaranteed to be magical. Scholarships are available and spots are extremely limited, so visit www.sadsongSummerCamp.com/simple to learn more. That's www.sadsongSummerCamp.com/simple. Check it out.
No simple road. No simple road. No simple road. No simple road.
You've been 2 days or 3 days. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Hey, no Simple Road family, what's going on? How's everybody doing? This is Aaron.
And Mel.
And Apple.
And guess what?
What?
Chicken butt. No, just kidding.
No.
That's not what.
Guess who?
Get chicken poo.
No.
No, Andy
Oh my
Frasco.
goodness.
Yeah.
Yay.
Woo, you win.
Welcome back, Andy Frasco. For
Andy, welcome back.
They say third time's the charm, and this was definitely the charm with Frasco.
Andy's always
I was going to
charming.
say, anytime Andy's around, it's charm.
It
All charm.
This was, I mean, we've had some deep talks on the porch and in the studio here over the past 4 and whatever and change years. This will go down in the history of No Simple Road as one of the deepest conversations we've ever had here.
Yeah, it was pretty deep, pretty damn quick.
Yeah.
Okay, Andy, be a
Frasco
gentleman, Andy.
Came hot. He came.
Do you know, like this is not for everybody, but this is like, say when you're in a relationship with somebody and you just like know them so well, like you know how they like their coffee, you know what, you know certain things about them. In this conversation, I feel like because we have a relationship with Andy, it just went straight into business.
Yeah.
And it not business, but you know what I mean? Straight into emotion, straight to the heart of things. And it felt good. It felt good to see him. It felt good to have him at the house.
Yeah.
We missed Apple, but it kind of felt good. Andy was sitting in Apple's chair, and
Where
it was
were
so
you that
cute.
day?
He couldn't
I was
get out of work.
working.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
That's it. So that's
Yeah.
like we talk about. That's the thing about this. We got day jobs, and
Yeah.
sometimes that sucks when it happens on a school night. as I
Well,
always
when it
say.
happens on an Andy Frasco day, that's a sad day. But he marinated your chair for you, and
Yeah, I took my
he
spot.
represented.
You got Frasco farts in your chair, brother.
That's fine. Right on, Andy.
Hey, maybe it'll flowers will grow out of there.
Andy's
Probably
perfect-
mushrooms.
Andy's the
Mushrooms?
perfect person to take my seat. He seems very much like not picky, enjoys,
No.
Definitely not.
overindulging sometimes, playing it loose on the
Yeah.
fringe.
So, yeah, man, if you're new to No Simple Road, we recently
Switched up our format.
Yeah, we changed up our format. We would typically do like a really long intro and then go to the interview, and we decided to change things up. So we're doing a little short intro. We're getting you right to the conversation that we had with whoever our guest is that week. And then on the back end, after that, we're checking in with the No Simple Road family for a little while and talking about our life and what's going on with us. So if you're wondering what happened to that, if you listen to the show and you haven't listened in a while and you turn this on, you're like, what happened to the long intro? It's at the end, guys. So
It's now a long outro.
yeah, make sure you stick around after the conversation with Frasco so you can catch up with us. But yeah, we're going to do the business and we're going to get you right into the interview here. So follow No Simple Road on all the social media platforms at No Simple Road. Go to www.nosimpleroad.com and make sure you check out the merch tab that's up there, and you can get
Your merch.
Yeah, look, it's fall. It's time for you to update your hoodie game, and we here at No Simple Road want to take care of you hoodie-wise. So we got a bunch of hoodies up there. So go check them out. T-shirts and
Yeah.
fanny pack.
Your zip-up hoodie is probably the best thing that we've gotten so far. It's amazing. It feels so
love it.
good. I love hugging you when you wear it. It looks great, and it's a good identifier.
Yeah. So if you want to rep the No Simple Road crew, you can go to nosimpleroad.com and hook yourself up with some merch. Get yourself a coffee cup.
I've had
man.
several people ask if we're going to do sweats.
What?
Yeah,
Mhm.
sweatpants.
No.
You know,
Just
That'd be
tell them
kinda
no.
dope.
Straight up.
with like down the whole leg. People love sweatpants.
NSR, that'd be
I'm
dope.
just saying.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey, keep
Anyway.
your eyes open. The way to find out if we ever do that is go on over there and check out that merch tab.
Right. And that is also where our calendar of events is, where we are all going to be at. So if you decide you don't have anybody to go to a show with, or you and your crew want to hook up with No Simple Road, you go there, you see our calendar of events, and then you go to that show and we hook up and we hang out. That's kind of how we build the community together.
And one of the big ones coming up is November 18th, which is going to be Aaron's early birthday celebration
What?
at Crystal Ballroom,
Heck
seeing
yeah.
Green Sky Bluegrass
yeah.
with Holly Bowling.
Let me take this opportunity to cordially invite all of you, everybody listening right now, to my 50th birthday party. And I'm not bullshitting right now. If you are so inclined and you want to come hang out with us, like Apple said, November 18th at the Crystal Ballroom is Green Sky Bluegrass, and I have dubbed that my birthday party.
Yeah, he
Okay.
got Green Sky to play his birthday
I
party.
sure as fuck
Amazing,
did.
dude. You pulled that one off well.
And it was cheap,
Yeah.
too. I can't
Short
wait.
intro.
Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway, thanks, Mel.
It wouldn't be that short. You know?
We got to hurry. We're in a rush. Go to patreon.com
You guys.
/No Simple Road. That is how we pay the bills over here. That is how we keep the lights on. So, yeah, patreon.com
We'll leave the light on.
/No Simple Road. Look, things cost money in this world. Unfortunately, at this point, still, we haven't got flying cars and things still cost money. So that's how we pay for the show, man. And we need your help. So hook it up. We'd really appreciate it. And if you want to do something for the show that doesn't cost anything, you can go to Apple Podcasts and leave us a 5-star review and hook us up that way. That is one way that you can do something that doesn't cost anything, and it spreads the love of No Simple Road all over the place.
And then
Like
just
big-
word
big
of mouth.
mess.
Word of mouth is also the cheapest one. Just
Yes,
tell
it
a
is.
friend, tell a family member, and there it goes. It spreads.
Boom. And that really is the goal of No Simple Road, is to spread love and happiness and family and fun. So if you're telling people about it, that's helping it spread. And that's how we do what we do. And that's that. So let's get them to the interview, Mel.
Yeah.
What do you say?
Well,
Yeah.
I was, the only reason I didn't want to get to the interview right away is because Andy Frasco posted something on his Instagram recently that is pretty damn heavy and incredible and should be read.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it would be really appropriate to read it. So I have it up. I didn't discuss with you guys. So that's
Go
why I
for
was
it.
just
Yeah.
kinda
I
like-
mean, if we're,
Yeah,
this is off the cuff. This
this is off the cuff because, Andy was here. Do we remember when?
It was in September.
It was in a
like
month.
the week after we got back from Green Sky.
Okay.
So that's part of the reason I didn't make the shows, because
Okay.
I had an ear infection.
Okay, so this is Andy Frasco wrote this, and he posted it on his Instagram. But since you're going to listen to this episode, I think it's perfect for what we talked about. And so just close your eyes and listen. Dear friends, You know that moment during whatever life crisis you're going through this time around and you're trying to find the answers in anything? Maybe through a walk in the neighborhood or a cup of coffee, a conversation with yourself, or hell, even through an old memory of who you used to be. Then, all of a sudden, when you're not looking for the answer or even expecting it, that right song comes on through your headphones and everything makes sense again. Like time stands still and you're finally back in the moment, just listening to the same old preach from an artist trying to get their point across, but now you hear it in a different way and it resonates, as if you've opened the door into a different spectrum of your mind. It's kind of like an awakening. This is why art is so important to me. It's like we think happiness is just around the corner if we get exactly what we want at the exact moment we want it. We think that being happy is a manuscript someone else wrote for us. But why? Why are we so worried about what everyone thinks of us? And as if the only way we can be happy is if what makes us happy is acceptable to our social media followers. And if it isn't, you get burned at the stake. We're supposed to be okay with it, but we really need to stop caring about what everyone else is doing. We are so scared to be ourselves that we wear this costume every day, pretending like everything we do is the coolest thing on the planet. We have become a society that isn't allowed to have negative feelings and boring days anymore. We now have to fill them with selfies and reassurance, not to you, but to your peers that you are indeed happy every day, when maybe you really aren't at that moment. See, life doesn't care about your plans. And you know what? There's something beautiful about that. Why would you want to plan out your whole life? What's the fun in that? Don't you want to be surprised? Don't you want to be moved to tears and to joy? Sounds like a way more interesting way to live. I'm not sure if I've ever gone public with my own mental health status. Maybe I was just afraid to show the world that I too go through anxiety, panic attacks, and shitty days all the time. My life isn't all smiles and partying. It's a hard life, and I worry about everything. And the minute I stop being so dedicated to it is the minute the demons come back into the room to peek their heads in. I know I have always pitched the same cliche couple of lines to you. Just be happy. Never give up on your dreams. Maybe I was just trying to convince myself of this. And through all these essays and blog posts written, I have never stopped to ask myself just that. What is happiness to me? You know, I've come to realize that it's okay for life to suck sometimes. Stop figuring it out. Stop fighting it. Suffering is inevitable. The real question is, what pain do you want in your life? What do you want to struggle for? Greatness? Greatness is merely an illusion in our minds, and training your pain to work for you as a tool should be just as important in this search for inner peace as it is to strive for greatness. Because when it comes down to it, real happiness comes from solving the problems you want to solve. It's a constant work in progress. We are the most happy when we solve these problems. Who you are is defined by what you're working on. The joy is in the climb itself, not just what we see at the top. Let your negative emotions be a call to action, because at the end of the day, everyone eventually dies, and what's left is our legacies and what we will be giving to the future generations. That's it. What do you want your legacy to be? That is what should we be fighting for? Life isn't a competition. There's no gold medal at the end of the road, no trophy, no victory lap, just passing the torch of knowledge so the youth can have a chance to keep on going too. Keep on keeping on too. If this is it, then you might as well be the person you want to be, not the one you want your friends to approve of. Give the world the art and legacy you want to give. Stop worrying about being accepted. You can fill your days with things to do, to keep you distracted. But at the end of the day, when you're falling asleep, you're the only one who is going to have to put your mind to rest as well. Stop hurting yourself by trying to be the person they want you to be. Accept that life is going to be hard. It may seem at times that you can't do it, but realize you don't have to do it all at once. All you can do is get up and do your best every day. Rome wasn't made.
What happened?
Rome wasn't made and in a day. Sorry, because he repeated a line. Rome wasn't made in a day, and neither should your life. The simplest thing you can do on this journey is to just be there and care for the people you want to care about. All the other noises that you really don't care about are just distractions, because the minute you start caring about every little thing is the minute you will feel overwhelmed and defeated. Pick your battles and live in the moment. Life wants you to take a step back every now and then to see the beauty that surrounds you. Let's not overthink happiness. Let's just be here and try to be the most authentic versions of ourselves we can be, one day at a time. All we can do is try. Try to be the person you want to be and fight the battles you want to fight. This is the only way we are going to keep those smiles on our faces. Life is way more simple than what we make it out to be in our heads. Stop beating yourself up for the person you were in the past. Always remember we are given today so we can learn from yesterday or forget about it if we want to. For every inch gained, there's a mile of mistakes. So stay strong, stay foolish, and stop spreading yourself thin. Andy.
Damn, man. I read it the other day on when he posted it. Excuse me. And it hits differently hearing somebody read it to you.
I wanted it. That's what I had in mind.
It's very bright. I read it today during one of my breaks.
Yeah,
But it is, yeah. When somebody else reads it, you hear it different.
I just want to say, Andy, before we get into the interview, you're brilliant. You're beautiful. You're talented AF. And let's just learn how to succeed and enjoy it together.
Yeah, man. And also, Andy, check this out, brother. You know how they always say we are our own worst enemy and our own worst critic? We are also our own best counselor. And we know exactly what we need 100% of the time, and we're just not honest with ourselves most of the time. So go back and read that to yourself, man. That hit home on me, and I can only imagine if I had written that. So I think that is the perfect segue into getting him to the interview. Yep. Thanks, Mel, for reading that.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Andy, for writing it. And thanks for coming over to the house and hanging out with us and doing a little therapy with the No Simple Road crew. So here we go. Without further ado, the No Simple Road crew gives you
Andy Frasco.
I know a man, he could give me therapy, but what's the use of therapy if you don't want to change, babe? I talk too much when I got nothing to say. Maybe it's to get away. It's easier just to walk away. I gotta find the time to let love in. I gotta find myself and let love in. Let's fucking Don't think too much, it just complicates things. No room for judging. If you wanna heal me, babe, I know you're there. I just cannot see it. Maybe I don't believe it. Yeah, you deserve better, babe. Well, just walk the walk and talk the talk. You can tell her that you love her sometime. Yeah, you never know what you want until you're alone with your thoughts, babe. fucking survived, ladies and gentlemen, and that's a good footing. If we had to do live streams or fucking dance parties or whatever, we did it together, and that's the most important thing about life, you know? That you're not fucking alone. You're here with me, I'm here with you, not on a fucking television screen or a computer screen. And that makes me happy. So help me sing it. Help me sing it. La la la. La 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 la. Come on, Red Rocks. La 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 la. Fucking beautiful. Keep on keeping on. La la la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Keep on keeping on. Fuck yeah, thank you.
Dang, I gotta fucking take notes and shit. Dang, Andy.
Yeah, okay. So where were you on the night of
I'm fucked.
Dang.
Andy motherfucking Frasco?
Hey guys,
Welcome back, man.
thanks for having me. I love I gotta come to the house, get a little peace and quiet.
I'm glad that you know you gotta come to the house.
Yeah, I mean everyone should know you guys are fucking healers.
Aw.
Thank you for
All right,
recognizing
well,
that.
thanks for coming on the show. We'll talk to you later.
And we're done. Hey, that was easy. That's fucking easy.
That was super easy.
Dang.
No, man, you know what? Like we were saying in the kitchen, man, congratulations.
Yes.
It's,
We want to start out with that for
Oh,
real,
man.
for real.
You guys keep saying that. You think I don't think I'm that successful.
Well, I guess it depends on where you look.
Yeah.
If you don't look in that direction, you wouldn't notice, but we look in that direction, and we know a lot of people that also look in your direction, and there's been a huge shift.
dude, just the shit show.
I appreciate it,
And
guys.
I want to dance with somebody. And fucking on and on, selling out your
I
shows.
feel
Like,
Yeah.
like a woman.
I just don't. I don't know how to appreciate success.
Okay, so let's start there because
then why do it?
yeah, exactly.
Go get a job at a grocery store.
I know.
man.
I do. This is the contemplation I have. Is like
Okay.
I try to heal. That's my shit.
What do you mean you try to heal?
My mind state when I do things isn't like, oh, this is going to get me successful. It's like, oh, I could maybe help people, with a path that they never thought they could do.
Oh, I see.
For example,
just talking openly about, my addictions and my mental fucking craziness publicly, knowing that everything I've been scared about to talk to about with my family and stuff and anything else, like I'm just opening up to everybody instead.
why is it so hard with family, which is kind of where it starts, but you can say it so easily
to
but-
strangers.
Yeah.
I think about that too a lot. I think it's like it's got to be the hard. I think letting someone down you really love. That doesn't mean I don't love my strangers. Like I love my fans, but
yeah.
I think it's harder when you build a connection with someone and you don't want to let them down or don't want them to, because eventually in every relationship it's like you stop kissing each other's ass.
That's true. That's true. And also with your family, man, it's like those are the people that know you the best, know all of your secrets or most of your secrets and most of your bullshit. And it's harder to get over on them. So
yeah. And it's like, the judgment, you don't want to be judged for who you are if it's not in the ideas of,
And what if you're judged, then what happens?
my family deals with, I was just talking to my sister about this, with with how she's having a relationship with my mom right now. And, how, it's like when you finally become vulnerable and open up, my family has a way of just like shutting it down or just guilt tripping you into,
is that a Jewish thing?
it's a Jewish guilt.
Me too,
yeah.
man.
It's actually a family thing.
Yeah.
It's a human thing. I think that we make people feel guilty for a lot of things. And it's usually because of a deficit or a fear of ours.
But that's a I don't know, most of the Jewish families that I know say the same thing. Like, my mom is exactly like that, dude. Like,
Yeah.
if there's something wrong, you don't fucking talk about it. And then if you do talk about it, you're made to feel like shit.
Yeah. Or they'll make you feel like shit for other things because you don't feel sorry for them.
Oh my God. Yes. Yeah. Oh, fuck.
It's like I've been living with guilt my whole existence.
Yes.
If it's like being guilty of who I wanted to be, or if it's being guilty of, not meeting up to the standards of my parents, or being guilty of not picking an occupation that I don't make enough money in, or
oh my God.
it's all that
Really?
shit.
Do you know
Wow.
what guilt does though? It doesn't allow you to enjoy what
And that's what he was
you've
just
worked
saying.
for.
Yeah,
That's
and
totally
that's why I
what-
don't think I can ever enjoy it because it's like I never stopped and appreciated what I did. I just kept on moving on to the next thing, and I always had to fucking one up the thing I did before and one up and get to this point now, it's exhausting to fucking
Oh,
try to
shit.
do bigger and bigger and bigger, it's like,
especially
If-
what you're up to. Like, that's no joke, man. That's
Yeah.
a lot of energy
mhm.
and a lot of like
Thinking.
thinking and a lot of force going out
Yeah.
all the time. Like, there ain't nothing left on the inside to give yourself. And
Yeah.
that's got to be fucking tough. But
It's the hardest thing on the planet.
the thing that trips me out is like we were riding in the car, selling out shows. And isn't there a moment in all that like you stop and you're on the stage, you see these fucking people sweating and screaming,
Yeah.
and you're just like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, that's why like being back on the road is the ultimate reminder, because for the last year and a half I was like doing all this stuff for other people, and I'd finished this fucking what I thought was a great show, whatever it was, a shit show or the dance party where 100,000 people are watching, 200,000 people,
Damn.
and then you turn off the
crazy.
laptop and you're by yourself.
Ugh,
It's fucking horrifying.
Whoa.
It's
that
just
is
like,
horrifying.
oh yeah,
Crickets are
That is-
chirping.
quick, or just like I remember I've had these moments where like in the beginning of the quarantine while I was just doing the dance parties on my iPhone before I built a party in Denver that's like a quarantine party where like the 10 of us would just fucking take drugs all year. And we literally stayed at my buddy's house.
all
and
fucking year.
It was 10 of us who quarantined together. Like, all right, we know we can't do anything else, so we're just always gonna go to Scott's house. Scott, shout out to Scott Morrill.
Shout out Scott.
Yeah,
Scott.
he runs
Whoop,
the venue Cervantes.
Oh, okay.
Oh, right on.
And
Scott.
he runs AEG, and he's actually my DJ Sleepy.
Oh dang.
But he
Swing
brought
yo.
in all this community of nomads who are lonely, don't know how to deal with being. I've been on the road for 14 years. I never stopped that and just had to sit in a fucking kitchen and stare at a kitchen I just bought and not know how to fucking cook. So I just built my office in my kitchen to know. So I just stayed.
Shit.
I just stayed in the kitchen the whole time, kind of like pushing me to like, try different things like that, be the cook, but in my own world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
I saw
You get
what
what
you
I'm
cooked,
saying?
motherfucker. That was no food. Nobody wants to eat that.
Nobody wants
Nobody
to eat
wants
that. No, it's- so he let us in, and like it's hard to like know that people are sad and know that I could help them with that, and then I do that all year and a half, and
So who helps when you're sad?
oh
Because the pot's got to get.
yeah, I don't really
know.
have anyone.
That's where the mushrooms come in.
Yeah, that's when I
Okay, but
I think what helps me is being present. That's like when I'm fully present, when I'm fully present at a gig, when I can appreciate it, when I'm fully present at the show, or when I'm fully present in the podcast and interviewing people and like really hearing people out and not just in my head about what I have to do tomorrow or the other 10 interviews I have to do this week or the tour promo I have to do for next month or the dance party preparation. I mean, that's not really preparation, but I'm just getting fucked up and dancing. But all that,
It's still work, man.
and
I
it's
don't give a fuck.
stressful
It's-
because
yeah.
like you have bigger bosses now. It's not just me. It's like I deal with the president of Twitch now and deal with the fucking owner of Relics and dealing with, you know, people who trust me and gave me this outlet to play for 100,000 people. I don't want to fuck it up.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so it's just,
You're responsible.
But
for
I'm
that.
trying to be responsible.
But that thing of like when all that shit gets shut down and you're home,
yeah, it's fucked up.
dude, we went through it. We in our way. Like
Well-
I'm not on a stage in front of thousands of people or anything, but we do a show every week, and we were also like at festivals every month,
Yeah.
and it just fucking stopped. It was terrifying, man. You're confronted with yourself.
And it's an existential
Yeah.
because like, what do you do when all you know is something else?
You feel
That's why you're not fucking eating, Aaron.
Oh shit.
We're gonna go to you soon, motherfucker.
Okay.
But not yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
This
you're
is-
first, man. You're the guest. You gotta go first, man.
We're gonna lube you up
Oh,
real good.
dang. I am so excited. My nipples are hard.
Damn.
But you know what I'm saying, though?
I do.
It's like it's a change. You've always wanted this change. You always wanted this break. You know, I've been on the road and fucking doing all this stuff, and then I finally got the break.
And
I didn't get the break. I filled. It was my fault. I filled my space with everything else that I knew because I was afraid of trying something new. Maybe.
Whoa.
What do you mean, maybe?
Yeah, totally.
That's an easy way to let it out. Easy. That's like letting it.
You gotta
yourself
let-
It's
down.
like when
No.
you realize something.
You gotta
and
let
it's
it
like-
all out.
It's like
You gotta let it out because now it maybe's a question or like you don't know the fact. That's the truth. That's part of dumping the shit. That's part of releasing the baggage is being honest verbally with yourself.
yeah.
Because first you got to get honest in your head.
I was never honest with myself.
Wow.
With what?
Just comfortable with who I am. You know, I always like, you know, and I'm going through that now where like I'm not partying as much anymore, and it's kind of fucking stressful being on a fucking quarantine tour where it's like
Yeah, I
you
would
get
imagine.
judged for one thing, or you get judged in the other thing, or you get judged from
Yeah.
fucking just like you're getting judged for fucking everything,
So then
and it's like
why not just live your life
Wait a
then?
minute.
because this is my release. It was my release, and now
Yes.
it's a job. And it's
Oh.
fucking stressing me out because like
Ugh.
it's like turning the reason why I started playing music was to get away from that mundane, boring 9 to 5.
Yeah.
And like right now it feels just, I don't know, maybe I'm out of place talking about this, but I feel like on the road right now it just feels like,
You're allowed to
Yeah, like, get
come
it
to
out.
revelation in the moment.
yeah.
That's part of being present.
This whole quarantine tours is like, it really feels like a 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Really? How so?
It's just the protocols and everything, and like being judged for even playing shows and being judged for, you know, taking a stance on whatever it is, you know, like the password code we said we're not going
Yeah.
to talk about,
Yeah.
you know, I get from both
Yes.
sides, the people who can't come
No
to
matter
shows
what.
and people who are going to shows. And then I was played in Texas, and people wanted me to make a stance about the abortion stuff, and like people wanted me to make a stance about just like I'm not a politician, and I don't know enough.
Shit.
I don't know enough about any of this stuff because I'm so fucking hyper focused on trying to make everyone
Yeah.
happy to distract them from all this shit.
Absolutely.
Andy.
You're trying to do your job in one way and you're busting your ass trying to be like, no, look over here. Come have a good time. Come release. Come dance it out. Come fucking cry with me.
Forget about it for
Exactly.
an hour or two.
And
Yeah.
you know what? That's probably the most noble thing right now I can think of to do.
That's what we've been trying to do, man.
Trying
That's
to keep
what we've
people
been
happy
doing.
through, like they hear everyone talk about all this shit. And I'm not trying to dismiss it. It's fucking terrible what's going on with everything that's going on. It's just like, I don't feel like that's my place as an entertainer.
You're an entertainer. You're not a politician.
Yeah, I
And
wanna
we're
make people happy.
podcasters. And like this show is not a political show.
No.
So it's not our
The
place.
thing is, it's like we can like talk about not talking about it. We're fine with that. We just don't. It's not fair for somebody to come to our space where it's going to be, like you said, Andy, a healing space, a fun space that you can just listen to the conversation, be part of it, smoke your joint, drink your tea, freaking
Yeah.
cozy up with your cat, whatever. You made me lose my train of thought,
Sorry.
babe.
You got to read this
What were
text
we
I got
Oh, let's okay.
from LA.
Uh-oh.
They overheard I don't know. I gotta find how to do that. I'm so bad.
Okay, but you guys knew where I was going. I
Yes,
was going somewhere.
I do. You. This is a space for you to chill. We're
And-
not trying to bring funk.
We already know that there's so many sources that you can go out there to research and agree with or disagree with. We are neutral. We don't want any of it. We don't want the talk. We're just not going to go.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
rather talk about Andy not being able to
Heck yeah,
enjoy shit.
I'd rather work through some real shit in
I know,
real
like-
world.
Yeah, exactly.
So let's hear the text, man.
It's like my friend who has convinced me to have a threesome with her girlfriend and her. This wild. I mean, like people are coming out of the woodwork right now to like just do wild. They think I'm just wild. And
Well-
you know me. I'm pretty shy.
Yeah, but you've portrayed the wild, so they're trying to see how far that wild's going to go.
Yeah, you're right.
Let's hear
I had
this.
this one girl last night who I was just so tired, dude. I'm just like I'm on 5 weeks of touring, and like Eugene kind of was like a not shitty, but shitty turnout. And I'm just kind of like, I do my job. I'm gonna fucking give people that show. But at the end, I'm like just fucking tired and want to go to bed. And so this girl came into the backstage like Frasco, just like
Oh, no.
trying to like
Here we go.
hook up or something. And like I was like, I'm not into it. And she was just like, yeah, I thought you'd be way different. I thought you'd be more wild than this. I'm like, well, I'm old now. I mean, if you caught me when I was 25, we'd probably,
We'd be banging in the bathroom.
fucking in the bathroom. Yeah, I'm like, I'm just not like that anymore. Like, but this girl, this what got to me. I'm like, damn, I'm in LA. We played a show for Texas, like 4 days before this, but we played in LA, my hometown show. It was probably a lot of my friends from high school, and they're like listening to the girls who wanted to have a threesome. They're like listening to a woman in the bathroom. They hate that you're in Texas and not talking about abortion. Like talking about this, like socially, like why can't people just appreciate
music. I've been saying this ever since what was it, May of 2020? Was it May or March? I don't remember. One of the two. One of the M months. I've been saying that ever since all this shit started, man. Like entertainers are here to help us connect to music.
Yeah.
If I want to go deeper with a celebrity, I'll read a book or a biography about them.
Yeah.
I don't need Andy Frasco or
Just
Mayor
to
or
spearhead
who-
any
to-
political or social agenda. We're just trying to have fun.
and
Yeah.
And
Do you think
here's-
it? Oh, keep going.
here's the thing that's fucked up to me about that is like, if they have different viewpoints than I do or whatever, they have such sway over the masses because of their fame.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
that's the one thing that I loved about Jerry Garcia when he was alive is that you never fucking knew where that dude stood politically. He was like, I am here to have fun.
yeah.
That's it.
So I should not overthink not having to make a stance for
No.
everything. It's
I
like,
say no.
yeah.
We don't.
It's fucking
I'm-
scary, dude.
But
Like, if you
you-
say one wrong thing and everything is fucking over.
And you're
done.
canceled.
Yeah.
You're done.
Over something, or over someone forcing you to make an opinion when I don't know enough to have a fucking opinion. Like, why do I have to make opinion? I know nothing about
Do the
this
research,
shit.
Andy.
It's like, fuck, I don't even have time to like shit, Like,
Yeah. I'm not a scholar. I'm a musician.
yeah.
Yeah.
This is not to say that these issues are flip, and unimportant.
They're very important.
They're very important.
huge. It's our
And
entire
that's-
world right now.
That's
Yeah.
why, Andy, what you're doing is the right thing. Because if you don't know what the hell they're talking about, and you don't know what these laws really are, what business do you have?
It's like, well, this is what's fucked up about social media and why we're addicted to it. It's like everyone has their talk box now. And like they feel like they have to say something about fucking everything.
Yep.
And it's their fucking right to say something.
But you can use it however you want, Andy.
I know. And that's
Remember.
why I talk about mental health. And that's why we talk about anxiety.
Yep.
That's why I'm going to get your ass in here pretty
It's all
soon.
good. It's
We're
all
getting
good.
you in the fucking table here soon. But, but it is like, it's just so hard. That's the hardest part about,
This is a
getting
hard time,
big,
Andy. This
bigger.
is a hard time right now.
yeah. And just like you talk, finally answering the question you said, like my success and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's why it's hard to accept it. Because if I accept it, I feel like I'll have to make an opinion
Oh,
about fucking everything when I feel like I'm still on my grind.
I think that those two
Don't-
things.
why-
Wait a minute. I don't think those two things. Don't think they go together. Honestly, man, I think you can be successful and accept where you're at as a musician and an entertainer without taking on other people's trip about who you need to be and how you need to speak.
Yeah.
You could just fucking be you and be like, I'm fucking killing it right now.
I feel like that's what I was doing. And then like, I get fucking pushed from my managers. I need to be more professional. I get pushed from the band. Like, it's just like, I get pushed from every
More
side.
professional. What does that even mean?
Like, don't take drugs on stage. And people just give me mushrooms on the podcast. Like, people listen to the podcast and they just hear me talk about, mushrooms saved my life, man. They're like, yo, Frasco likes a bunch of mushrooms. I'm like, yeah, I do. And then
you are synonymous with mushrooms.
I'm a mushroom guy.
I know.
I love it. It's not I'm saying bad, but it's just like saying, all right, these guys put me in I'm in there.
Yes.
I'm in the trenches. It's like fucking Vietnam out here, just taking drugs or going to the bars, and if that's appropriate to go hang out with your fans. And like the reason why I was like, doing this in the first place is to like interact with people because I'm so fucking lonely when I'm home or by myself with my thoughts. And like the road is like the only time
wow.
I could fucking talk to somebody.
So now
And
that one
it's-
place that you had that was your place to go connect with people is fucked up.
Yeah. And it's fucking me up.
Wow.
That means that what you were talking about earlier, babe, it's doing that thing again.
I know.
What thing?
Her
Like,
mic,
it cuts
her
it-
mic is weird.
It's been doing just weird, like
Because I don't
in
hear
and
it
out.
cutting out.
He said it
goes-
doesn't
it
sound
does,
like it.
up and down. I think it's the headphones.
You know what it
for
is? Is it the podcaster? You have a
Yeah,
podcaster or a rodcaster?
Yeah.
When the levels are too high, they
to clip it?
it clips it and then it fucking goes. So like just do it in post.
There we go. Okay.
No, I don't hear it at all. Okay.
Oh, you did.
I just turned her levels down a little bit so
Okay.
she's not going out of the green. So she should be good now.
Should I be good now? Okay, that's
No, you have to
well.
whisper. It's okay.
Well, I'm not whispering.
All right. What
Guys,
were we talking about?
Shit.
I forgot.
Me too.
You killed it, Mel. You killed the.
No,
keep
it's like
forgetting.
I can't appreciate.
That's it.
I can't appreciate the thing that was my sanctuary touring
Oh.
because it's
Okay, now I remember. It goes back to what you were talking about earlier, being scared to change yourself, being scared
Mhm.
to explore, really.
yeah.
And
You
that
had-
doesn't
you-
make sense because of the mushroom thing. Like I would think that loving when I've done a lot of mushrooms, that's all you can do
Mm-hmm.
is dig into yourself.
And it is, and I'm more comfortable than I was. It was way worse. That's why I stayed on the
what
road.
was way worse?
This anxiety of when I'm alone, like it's hard for me to open up to people. Versus,
You're like a clamshell with us.
Yeah, man. We met and it was like, psh,
Well, I think it's because I don't think you're gonna judge me.
no, you're not getting judgment from
We're
this.
taught.
Not happening, man.
That's what I'm saying.
You feel how the words hit us.
Yeah,
You feel it.
because you're listening to me and not just kind of like judging me, and just like that's the thing I have with my managers. Like he just like when I have a conflict or a problem with something, and I'm a very emotional person, and then he'll just blame it on my alcoholism or my drug intake right away. Like it's like you're just hungover and being a dick, or I'm like, not really, man. I'm like,
I do have.
Yeah.
I have feelings.
I have feelings, and sometimes I'm crazy as fuck. I get it. I drink a lot, and I drink every night while on the road, and sometimes I have shitty days, but I still get all my work done. And
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's not like I'm drinking all day and being an asshole. Just
That kind of behavior sometimes can.
I sound really bitchy. Am I really bitchy
No.
today?
No,
Okay.
man. Look,
I just haven't
Bitchy.
talked to anyone about this, and I'm just like, I finally get to your house. I even text you. I'm like, I'm going on the fucking podcast. I'm like, I'm coming over. I don't give a
Good.
fuck.
I'm fucking
Bro,
so glad. Good.
I mean, I feel like,
Andy, what's happening is you're breaking through.
yeah, and
This
I feel
is
like that's
this
our
is
job.
that.
Yeah.
And we're holding your hand, and not only that, but we'll help you / just be there, look back, and you see us being like, hey,
Yeah.
we got your back for real, because you're allowed to change and morph into whatever you want to be.
Yeah. I think that's what
and
I'm
you
afraid
can
of.
still do this if you feel like it, but it's always better in entertainment anyway, to go up on top than on the bottom.
Yeah.
So you just be like, I'm bowing out. I'm doing a sabbatical. I'm freaking gonna start freaking buying Bitcoin.
The guy that doesn't, when the quarantine happens, starts a dance party in his living room is not bowing out. Like,
I'm not
it's
saying
just
like
not
that.
happening. It's a fucking.
Well, I'm not
a
saying.
thing.
I'm not. It's like the equivalent. It's like you know, like in the places that you need to do that.
I think about that a lot lately. Just bowing
why
out.
Why the fuck not?
Really?
Yeah, that's what's new news for y'all. Sometimes
I don't think it's new for me.
When we talked to you last,
I think about sailing into
I felt it, man.
Yeah.
I did. We've actually
well,
talked about this.
We talk about it a lot. Well, not all the time, but
we're always at home talking about Andy
Frasco.
Yeah.
Well, because we love you, Frasco.
I know
we
you
love
care about me.
Yeah, we
do.
care about you.
Oh, and I have a blanket for you, dude.
Ooh,
I
hot.
forgot to give you a blanket. I was gonna give it to you last time you were here.
That's right, and it's dope.
It's dope.
Yeah, I think about that sometimes. Just like,
So, what would you do?
I don't know. That's the thing.
Okay, what are you into besides music right now?
That's all I got is my work. I've always felt ever since I was
Boring. Come on,
13.
something else.
But honest to God,
He's serious. He's for real.
honest to God, I started making businesses
okay.
when I was 12 years old.
So, okay, that's a good hobby, a business maker, but let's do something different.
Wait, you don't want to talk Frasco out of being a musician.
I'm talking him into finding himself.
Yeah.
No, not finding yourself. You know who the hell you are, Andy.
No, but I know what you're saying. I know what you're trying to say is like, what I think I need is a hobby, or I need to fall in love.
Diversify.
I think I need to finally fall in love.
Okay. Andy Frasco finds love.
That's a great episode.
But you want to know what that would do? It would soften your heart.
I know.
It would give you an outlet to let these emotions out so that when you do go on the road, you are feeling really good because you just got loved up and you just got sent out with a pat on your butt and I'll be home here, sweetie, and friggin' nip slip, something cute.
Why do I keep on falling for people that are, unavailable?
It's like the notion that you have this idea, that
I'll tell you why.
Go ahead. Let's hear it.
I'll tell you why you fall for people that are unavailable. Because that way you don't have to make a fucking commitment.
Yeah. So
Dang.
It's straight up.
I know.
Come on, man.
Dang.
Fuck!
Aaron called you out.
It's so true, and I've always admitted it. I've been a commitment phobe, and
But you want it.
but like, why can't I commit to something like I committed my whole life to this fucking vagabond life?
Yep.
That's a pretty big commitment.
That is, and now it's at the point where it's like
It doesn't have to
shit.
Cross over your entire life. You know what I mean? You can have fear of commitment of success. You can have fear. That's what I feel like certain things, you can just be scared to pull the trigger on things.
But you know how that is, Mel. Like even with No Simple Road, we've talked about that. Like the fear of success.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
And that's a commitment too. That's exactly what he's talking about. Like having that fear of everybody seeing what you're doing, and that's real.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, and also my next move, Andy Frasco sells your house. Andy Frasco, Andy Frasco Real Estate. Hey, it's me, Andy Frasco, the guy that helped you take care of your social anxieties.
I will finance you.
I will finance your house. It's like I can't fucking do that either. I'm trapped, dude.
Oh my God, we are trapped temporarily. You're gonna have to do something really dramatic, become a monk or get a crazy hairstyle. Or
I think about doing I think about doing a radio show.
That'd be dope.
Be awesome
6
with that.
a.m. to 11 a.m.
Oh my God, so much fun. Oh my God, like Howard Stern.
Yeah,
Yes,
I would do that. I'm not. By the way,
then you'd-
everyone
then
who
you'd have
listens
to get
this,
into politics.
I'm
and
not
shit.
quitting music. I am just having a.
They know.
We're playing chess,
Yeah.
but I think about that a lot, and it scares me. I don't know if it's because I've been doing this for so long.
Sure.
Is that it?
We
Of
all need
course,
fucking
man.
breaks.
Look,
We all need breaks. Remember that.
Yeah, I know.
we just had a conversation a couple of days ago.
You're right.
About I still fucking do stupid day job.
Mm-hmm.
And I shouldn't be doing it anymore.
Yeah.
I should not be doing that. I should be doing this all the time.
Yeah.
This is where all my energy.
You're damn good at it.
Thanks, man. But there's fear. I'm fucking scared. I'm afraid to lose that the comfort of that, the security and that's in that. Like, what about
Not-
my insurance? The adult
People
in me
don't
is
like
well,
to be
you know what I mean?
uncomfortable.
I don't know.
So,
Well, is it
People
the
don't
idea of change? We don't like to be changed? Are we
I don't
stubborn?
know.
that, yeah, I'm fucking stubborn as hell.
How
but
about if what you got's really good and you're enjoying it for a while?
wow.
Hold on, say it again.
If what you got is that good and you're enjoying it for a while.
Yeah.
We live really good. We have a great life.
Yeah.
I can't really think of very many improvements that we want to make, except for like my daughter living next door,
Mm-hmm.
us
doing this full time.
doing this
And-
full time. But we have something to work toward now. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
We just need an investor.
all right,
How much you need?
all you investors
Bank
out
of
there, let's
Frasco.
do it.
Yeah, that, see, okay, there we go.
I can and
There's
I
your
will
next
finance
move.
you. Okay.
No,
We
but
get
I'm serious about that shit. Like, like what? It's okay. Then it's okay. So now the conflict is, we are in our head is what's comfortable versus what makes us happy. You said
Whoa.
that you're fucking have to do this because it's comfortable, but is the idea of that make you happy?
No,
So
not even a little bit.
So he's giving up his happiness for his comfort.
yeah.
Wow. Leave me alone. No, I'm not.
This is why you're not eating, Aaron.
That is why.
Ooh.
You feel you're stuck.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and check
And
this
Aaron
out.
actually really likes food for real. And so he's giving up his happiness for his comfort. He's like punishing himself.
Wow.
You're starving yourself over something that is controllable.
Okay. So here's the deal. Like, I'm going to give you just today, right?
Okay.
Working in here. I'm working my day job, editing all at the same time, mind you.
Yeah.
Working my day job, editing the podcast
In this room?
in this room, editing the podcast, and creating a graphic for a chocolate bar,
Oh my God.
all at the same time.
Well, one
So
thing.
when
is-
am I going to fucking eat
Yeah.
in the middle of all that? Because I got,
Well, it's the same thing. Like, when are you going to love your wife? You do. You share
Yeah.
time to
Yeah, I
love
do.
your wife.
I do.
You need to share some time to love you. And also, you tormenting yourself in here working when behind you is your fucking sanctuary is low-key fucked up too. So you need to move. You need to move what you think is like you're comfortable and not in this sanctuary. By the way, it's very sick. I like your new studio.
Thank you.
Very nice.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
man.
So
I found-
move that
yeah.
shit out of this, because all of a sudden you're mixing both of these together.
You're the second person that said that to me. Second person that said
Also, can
that
I just
needs
throw-
to go out of here.
I just need to
Yes.
throw something else in. Like, it's all the same work. It's just how you look at it.
Yes.
That's it. That's all there is to it.
Exactly.
He's literally on the computer for every single work.
Yeah.
So why is one work different?
Because
Nobody's
I'll
here.
tell you why.
Okay.
Because one is making a multi-billion-dollar corporation more money, and the other one is for us.
Well,
That's
the other
the
one,
difference.
that other one is helping you to make money too, though.
But that's not mine. That's not ours. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's giving my
Like our
energy to somebody
business,
else's
our-
success.
Mm-hmm. I think about that too. Why don't you just like build another station? Do you have to work at home now?
Yeah.
Okay,
For
so
now.
And
Build
we have plenty of room to do that.
Yeah.
build another station for the day to life, because you need that to be comfortable. I get that too. I have to do dance parties and podcasts and be on the road to have this amazing life in Denver. And I know that I've built myself up to where like I can't stop playing music and live off of fucking $1,300 a month that I make on the fucking podcast. Like it's not gonna fucking happen.
Right.
And like, so it's just like, okay, we just gotta compromise with it, but don't put your sanctuary. Just know that that's another part. Like, put that in like a fucking area that's like fucking coarse and fucking put it in like the laundry room or something. Like, put your little office. You know, but
You're right.
You get what I'm
You're right.
saying?
No, I do. And
Because you need all that shit.
No,
And you're totally fucking spot on about that. You need all that stuff. Like, I can't just like, it's like the idea of like, oh, I'm just going to be a fucking vagabond, live on the beach and fucking then all of a sudden your savings runs out. And then what?
dude, and
then what?
then what? And that's
It's scary.
That's the thing.
That's
right
the
there.
anxiety I have.
Oh, wow.
I'm dealing with that in my family right now. That
Oh,
exact
shit.
same
Here we
shit.
go.
I'm not going to, here we go. We're not going to bring this up.
You just did it.
I'm just
Hold on,
saying.
what? Your
Yeah.
family has money?
No, no. Well,
Family's broke?
maybe some.
We don't know. Could
You-
be. I don't know.
Could be.
Well, so
No, go ahead, Mel, dude. Come on.
give it to me.
We're being honest in here. This is
I
honest
told
with
you all
Frasco.
my insecurities.
Yeah.
It's time.
So we were talking about our fears of like what the fuck happens when money runs out, and now you're old and fucking
Yeah.
and what now? Who's taking care of you? You don't. Nobody loves you. You're don't got friends. You now what? That's what's facing my mom right now, and so she's kind of like going from my house to my sister's house to my nephew's house, my daughter's house. Like
She's couch surfing at 65.
but in a straight up crisis because she hasn't prepared for her long term living,
Yeah.
and her body is not. It's not what it used to be. Let's just put it that way. It's
Yeah.
not,
Nor the cabeza.
and her mental state because of this fucking TikTok.
Well, what?
Got her
Fucking
tripping.
TikTok got her like sprung.
Hold on.
She's
65-year-old woman's watching TikTok videos?
I'm talking is straight up a problem. Like for real.
Oh, God, that gives me anxiety.
Social
I-
media,
I
dude.
can't even watch TikTok. That shit, I mean, that's what I'm talking about. This social media thing is fucking everyone up.
Yes, it is, Andy.
So we
Yes,
went.
it
I told you
is.
we went to Pennsylvania.
Damn.
To go see fish. Right. Check this out.
Mm-hmm.
And before we left, I'm like immersed in the social media community and
Yeah.
seeing everybody arguing and like all the debates
Straight
and all the like
tripping.
just like everybody
Straight
firing
tripping.
missiles at each other, right? And I'm like, fuck, it's gonna be weird when we get out there and like see people. Everybody's gonna be at each other's throats.
I have to go back to something that Andy said.
Hold on. So
All
we
right,
get out
I'm gonna-
there.
oh,
We get out
okay,
there,
I'll write
right?
it down.
Everybody's fucking
Fucking
fine.
happy and living.
chilling.
That's
And-
what I'm fucking talking
And
about.
I was like, wait a minute. So wait, reality isn't in my fucking phone? Like,
yes.
holy shit.
And that's the problem I have. It's not the people at the shows. We're having a great fucking time. Everyone's happy. Everyone's crying. Everyone's fucking with each other. It's fucking hard. It's the people who are judging from their
the
fucking
sidelines.
computer screens who aren't experiencing this.
Come to the show and see how you feel, man. All I know, I told you, we went to Red Rocks last weekend.
Fucked up.
I met God at Red Rocks last weekend.
I
Like,
bet.
For real. Like, that was some spiritual shit happening there. And
And I love Dave Bruzo.
Oh my
Bro.
God. Oh my
Bruza's
gosh.
my
We gotta
spirit
get
animal.
him on the
Oh,
your
yeah.
podcast.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll give you his number.
Okay.
Or well, I'll ask first. But
Yeah.
he's
Bruza's
got a
Yeah,
shot.
you know.
He's a fucking...
I think you could heal him too. He needs some healing.
Oh, I love him already.
He's the sweetest, dude. He's the best.
Yeah, they
I
did
was
something
sprung on
special
all
for
those
us, yeah.
those dudes. Like all
They
of
are the
them.
best. Green Sky, Humphreys. I fuck with them because they care about you. You know, pigeons playing ping pong. We talk. You know, it's like
yeah.
during quarantine. It's like when we're all on our pass. We talk once a year at the festivals. You know who your real friends are during this year when
Oh,
people
yeah.
are checking in on you. How you doing?
Yep.
It's fucking nuts.
It is nuts, man. It was...
Oh, I had said I had to go back
Oh,
to
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Andy. You said I'm best when I'm in the present. You said that.
Yeah,
All that judgment shit, that's not in the present.
I know.
It's right now. This is what we're living for.
Yeah.
This is what we're supposed to be doing and helping each other for real, listening to each other for real.
Yeah,
Decisions are yours, the actions are yours, but in the moment right now, we're working our shit out. That judgment shit, who cares? I know it's a lot of pressure.
It's hard,
and
babe.
it's hard and it's anxiety, but what we have to give ourselves a break somewhere.
I know.
Somewhere. We can't work fucking hard, be judged constantly, and then still fucking like
and then judge every action that we make
that we make ourselves.
Yeah.
on ourselves because other people's ideas and shit.
That's like a voodoo doll. It
Yeah.
reminds me of a voodoo doll pinning yourself.
Yeah, you're pitting yourself, and you're bleeding out.
so what do we do, man? Like, seriously, when...
Well, this is part of what we do. We talk about it out loud. I was saying there's power in the word. That's why it's important when we have actions that we either are guilty of, ashamed of, we did fucked up, whatever. We have to say it.
That's why I love podcasting.
Me too.
It's
It's the
like
best.
I know that if God forbid I just don't feel like doing music anymore, And, hopefully, I don't think it's going to happen, but if it does, I'm going to follow that tuition, but I'll never stop talking to people and having conversations publicly because those are so important. People
I like that,
change.
Andy. That's cool.
People change. Totally. Yeah.
And you want to hear those.
And we need to allow them to, and we need to allow ourselves to.
Yeah.
This is the thing. This is the thing that got me through 2020.
Yeah.
Same.
Yes.
100%.
Yep.
Talking to people,
If I hadn't
conversations.
had connections with people outside, oh my God, man. Can you imagine like not talking through all that? I would have imploded.
Yeah. And it's like talking to people that need someone to talk to, because a lot of these musicians have never experienced a year and a half off alone with their fucking thoughts, or even having a relationship with their fucking couples. Like they've never been home. It's a completely different person you married or whatever. That's what's it's.
I bet it's
crazy.
weird for the partner too.
Hell yeah!
What the fuck you doing in
the
my space?
relationship is based exactly. That's what I'm
I got
saying.
plans.
You should be
Yo,
gone.
bye. Go play your fucking residency or something. I heard Cervantes doing a Tuesday night gig. Get the fuck out of here.
Damn.
That's why I lived alone. I'm thankful. I bought a house. I bought my house in Denver in actually a week after I saw you guys. It closed.
That's
Okay.
rad.
And I was stoked.
Right
and then
on.
went into the quarantine. And
Thank
I got
God
so
you had
lucky.
a spot.
I've been fucking living in Apple's fucking in Apple's part of the house. I swear to God, I wouldn't have left. Legit wouldn't have left if I didn't have that house. I would have stayed here. I was contemplating it already because
We were talking about
Yeah,
it.
we were
remember
talking
we were
about
talking about
living around Northwest and stuff. And I picked Denver because I felt like I wasn't going to be judged as much. I feel like I'd be judged
That's
heavy.
a big thing with you. isn't
Yeah.
it? You feel judgment from people.
I get so much judgment.
Even
But-
before, I'm talking before
but
2020.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
That's a thing.
That's what you're doing it for, because the opposite of judgment is like appreciation and love and all that, and you love that stuff.
Yeah.
But where does
So if
where
you
did that
didn't
come
think
from?
about if you would
Judgment?
Yeah, where you feeling like people are fucking judging you?
Because I think in high school and middle school, I've always wanted to be accepted by the cool kids, the fucking thespians, and the fucking, like all my friends who were like actors and shit. Grow up in LA, it's just so competitive all the fucking time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And they raise you to be competitive at like fucking 9 years old. Sports does that too, but like LA's so fucking cutthroat with everything it is. Like one little thing and you don't get the gig, or you don't fucking.
Oh yeah.
So you had to all this whole facade in your head just to build enough strength to get the job.
Right?
And it's like, I got this job not for the person I am, but for the person you want me to be. And like,
Wow.
it's so like, I'm not a person who I try not to be, so I got to conform a little bit being in the music industry and whatever. But it's like, it's hard to be completely yourself. Right?
Andy.
Yeah. But see, and that's the thing. Like
Yes.
when people talk about that, they're talking like whoever you are is like this one thing. Like I am this one thing. I'm different every fucking day when I wake up.
Me too.
I'm also different depending where I'm at.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's somebody that's fake. I think that's just life. Like I am definitely not an 18-year-old junkie on the streets of Vegas anymore. I'm not that guy.
I know.
I was, but I'm not now. And
Do your parents sometimes think of you still as that guy?
I think my dad passed away, and he didn't.
He
And
didn't.
my mom, I think there's been healing there, man.
Good.
I really do. I think sometimes maybe in the back of her mind, she's like, God, I hope he doesn't fuck up again. You know what I mean? Because it was bad.
Oh yeah,
It was a dumpster fire.
I
but,
think there's a little bit more trust than you think.
but it's been a while. It's been
No, Simon's 19
years.
19 years.
Damn, what are we gonna do for your 20th anniversary?
We're gonna
We're
party.
gonna do. I want to dance with somebody. Dance party live in Portland.
We'll get Bacon Man down
You gotta,
here.
bro. You gotta celebrate that. You got seriously. That's a big accomplishment.
Andy,
is
he's
huge.
never celebrated one anniversary of that. Not
Are you?
one.
Yeah.
Why?
What is a city without its music?
The legacy of the New York Philharmonic is incredible.
Nearly 2 centuries of history. That's a lot of music and a lot of stories.
I was sitting on stage for the very first time thinking, I can't quite believe this is happening.
Join me, Jamie Bernstein, as we explore the history of the New York Philharmonic. It's the NY Phil story made in New York, a podcast about a city, its people, and their orchestra. Listen wherever you get podcasts.
Come on.
It's bad, man.
Why?
Because like I was a fucking asshole to a lot of people that really fucking cared about me.
Yeah.
And like I had a thing like in my head where I would just like shut off emotion when it came to other people and drugs.
Yeah.
Like you could be crying, screaming, please don't. And I would just shut down like, okay, no feeling.
Yeah.
And that caused a lot of damage, man. That nuked a lot of relationships. Me and her is one of them that like I get to this day. I'm like, how the fuck did we make it? Like after what I did. And so there's a lot of shame in that, dude. That's like, it ain't pretty. And I get like celebrating the victory over the thing. I get that.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like, so what? You know?
I think
does that make sense?
Yes.
Like, you were such an asshole. Fucking so fucking what?
We tend to, I have that same thing with my sex addiction when I was a kid, and like now I'm so ashamed of it, and like
really,
yeah, I feel like
why with your teacher and
teacher and just like
why now? That's what needs to be sacrificed tonight.
Yeah, like letting go of the present, or letting go of the past.
Letting go of that feeling. Putting the feeling on the altar to sacrifice the feeling.
Yo, let's all burn something today.
Okay.
That is what our past is.
Ooh.
So we all put it in a fire.
Okay, burn what our past.
Okay, I'm down.
Hear me about this.
I'm listening.
But we got to believe in that we are really.
We always do what we believe.
I know, but Aaron's fucking skeptical about it. I'm skeptical about it.
I'm not. Dude, I'll do it. I'm not skeptical.
It's hard to forget shit.
It's not even the forgetting. It's like, I think it's forgiving.
Oh God. Yeah, you're right.
That's fucking gnarly, man. Like, okay, I'm gonna be honest. Like,
you've forgiven me.
I know, but I'll tell you, man.
But can we forgive? You mean forgive ourselves?
Forgiving yourself is the hardest fucking thing to do.
Damn.
And it sounds so.
Why don't you deserve it?
It sounds so cheesy.
Why
to
don't
say
you
that
deserve
out loud. Oh my God. But yeah.
Why don't you deserve it?
Because we don't love ourselves enough. I don't know about you, but for me,
I don't know about that.
Well,
I don't know if that's it.
Okay, well, let's get to Andy if you don't know. We'll give you a minute.
Fuck? Really?
You don't love yourself enough.
No, I don't love myself a lot. I'm insecure about who I am. And I always think about the bad things I did in my life versus the good things.
Why do you deserve that?
I don't know. I think my mom and my fucking dad and my mom's family, it's like we're never supposed to enjoy anything. You know, it's that Jewish guilt. Like, you're happy? Well, I'm sad today.
Couldn't that be part of the sacrifice?
Wow.
What, like, say,
letting go of that shit, burning that down.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
What is that?
That's just Jewish. That's just guilt for the past. That's a thing. That's ancestral at this point. That's in our DNA.
But straight up, Andy, you are healing some ancestral shit by doing that.
Yeah,
you're sacrificing that feeling of that guilt because you can't move forward. This is what's happening in your life right now. You're feeling like you can't move forward. You're feeling stuck in this persona that you've created that was once healthy and you wanted to do this and it was great, and now it's become something that's
you hear your mom's telling you not to enjoy the place that you're at. Yeah, man.
And that's not right. We can't have any of that going forward.
I know.
Not into 2022.
Bro,
we don't.
I'll tell you what. I've never said that before, Frasco.
Really?
No. That's a new
Same here.
That just popped in here.
Yeah, same here. God damn it.
Fuck you.
Fuck you. Fuck you guys. This is a fucking trap,
We're
dude.
done.
Hey, who hit up who, Andy? Who hit up who? That's all I'm gonna say.
Honestly, like I've spent so much money on therapy and I didn't have that much connection, openness versus just talking to you guys and talking it through because we're just like,
Your therapist
That's
doesn't
really
love
sweet.
you. They just are getting paid.
I know.
We fucking love
We
you.
care about
we
you,
have
man.
a stake in your. We want you to. Okay, everybody's mental health is fucked up, but let's make it a little less.
So what are we
Right?
gonna do? Like, so what is okay? If mine is letting go of that guilt,
Okay.
what is y'all's?
Yeah, Aaron.
That's straight up. I don't think I ever realized that it was like a forgiveness issue with myself. I always felt like since it was over and I'm not doing dope anymore,
Y'all
like
should
it
do
was
the
just
Unforgiven
it was just
tonight by
done.
Metallica.
Like that's just done.
Hold on, what do you mean? Like
That's just like that was then. It's over. We don't talk about
No
that. Like,
celebration.
no, like
no acknowledgement.
no, like
Damn.
fucking done. And I never realized that for real, dude. Like no bullshit. Like that's heavy. That's thanks, man. Yeah, that's
we gotta
it's
forgive.
It's fucking hard. Like when you have legit hurt people that didn't deserve it,
yeah.
or like even further than that, you want to get even deeper. Like when you fucked yourself over
Yeah.
and you didn't deserve it.
Yeah.
That's brutal shit to think about. And then like, oh, it's okay. It's cool now. I'm done. Like, yeah.
Because it's not done. You're just putting a Band-Aid over an open wound.
Right.
It's like,
No fucking alcohol. No Neosporin.
Yeah.
No essential oils. No kiss.
just straight emotions.
Just pour some shit on it.
Everything, all the good stuff. No, we're not putting that. We're just going straight to the jugular.
Yeah.
Why do we have such a hard time loving ourselves?
That's what I'm trying to ask too. Like,
Well, we keep asking. That way we can keep jogging our memories. Like, it's clearly these parental things, but even before them, they had us at one point. They loved us. They weren't judging us when they held us in their hand. They weren't judging us at all. They were just like, it's my baby.
Yeah, but you're dealing with like
Talking about going deep.
Every fucking parent unintentionally fucks up their kid.
yeah.
Intentionally.
There is no parent out there that hasn't laid a trip on their kid. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
And so we're dealing with their shit and our shit. You know what I mean? And whatever their grandparents' shit was, and that's the whole ancestral fucking weird thing that happens. And it
that's why
manifests in different ways. With Andy, it's like he wants to go out and make everybody happy because he feels like shit. You know what I mean?
With you,
But I'm just thinking about this now. It's like, well, fuck, that's why I'm looking for connection in conversation, because I can't connect in here to that part of myself that, do you know what I'm saying?
I want you to say it.
I just did.
Well, then, yeah.
Just did. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess we made it. We're here. Oh, fuck.
No
right.
drugs either. No mushrooms.
Yeah,
just hot tea.
I just had some tea. Shit. Fuck, I could
God damn.
Wow.
Shout out Harvest Blend.
Yeah, shout out to Harvest Blend. Wow, you really don't need drugs to find yourself, I guess.
No.
Andy,
You just need to talk to somebody.
With the three of us, we've done enough drugs to be in therapy session from freaking go,
right.
dude.
You're
That's
fucking
real.
right.
That's for true.
It's the truth. We're already on the level.
So
we want to heal some shit.
okay, so we told us what we want to burn. What do you want to burn?
Yeah. Your turn there,
Yeah,
From the
Miss
past.
MC.
yeah. Here we go. Can't just pick on us.
Yeah.
No, I ain't trying to pick on y'all.
I got a sign in the kitchen telling me to eat.
I'm about to have a sign in the kitchen telling me to love myself.
Dang. I just feel silent because I don't even know, like, where do I start? Just like, I feel like there's a lot of, I don't let myself succeed. I don't let myself be out there. I don't let myself live to the fullest. I'm always like, tempering the fire. It's about to come up and I just, it's.
I told you this last weekend was a spiritual experience at Green Sky.
Yeah.
I've been to a lot of shows with Mel. I have never seen her dance like that. For real. That is the first time I've seen her like fully present.
Yeah.
Like not in her journal while she's tripping and or talking to the fucking security guard or like running around talking. She was fully present in the music, in the moment. And I even tapped Apple at one point and was just like, hey, look at that. And he was like, fuck yeah, man.
They were helping me.
So why, Mel? Why?
Yeah,
is
shout out to
Is it because of
Green
your
Sky.
mom like telling you always got to fucking hurry up?
It's like my mom always wanted me to be like this perfect, like my hair had to be perfect, my outfit, my body, my demeanor, my posture. And so there's always a certain amount of like fixing and sculpting and pushing in that I've had to do my whole life just to, I guess, I don't even know what it was.
So if you're cutting loose in the moment, then you're not paying attention to any of that shit.
No. I don't care how I look. I don't care how my face is. My hair could be out. My
booger in your nose.
Don't matter.
Yeah.
I'm not thinking. I wasn't thinking how I was going to move.
You were Green Sky's
I
greatest
was
cheerleader.
Do you see yourself sometimes doing that with your kid?
No. I don't know. I don't know where I do that. I feel like I've kind of been.
We've done the opposite.
The opposite because it was such a scar for me.
Oh, so it's something you thought about for a while.
I mean, it's not that I haven't. This is Blue Jay like at 12 o'clock right here.
It's your mom just saying, keep
what's
talking,
Being
keep
nosy and
talking.
shit. She is.
I'm on your 40.
No, just like I'm dealing with my and the scars that I have inside is just I couldn't emote.
Mhm.
If my feelings were hurt, you suck it up. You didn't cry.
Yeah.
Look like a lady. Act, So it's always
Quit
a
fucking laughing.
certain amount of kind of being phony
Yeah.
with my emotion. Everything's fine. I'm always fine, and I've learned for real to always be fine, but I'm not always fine.
Wow.
Yeah,
So
that's
you're burning
that's
that
how
shit.
my parents are. That's how my mom, with my mom, 'cause I love my mom. She's, I know she's been dealing with depression her whole life, and like every time I was every time I was sad,
Is that a slip? What was that?
Yeah, I was very insecure about my weight when I was a kid. We'll talk about that too soon. But whenever I was sad, I had to keep it in because if I told my mom what I was sad, it would be like, "What are you sad about? Got a great life." It kept on like the way
I don't
people
do enough for you.
Yeah. Oh, it's me. Why? You don't like me? Or like, it's not about that, Mom.
It's about them though. She can't even bear to hear the fact that her son could possibly be sad and it have anything to do with her.
Yeah.
That's
Damn.
a hurtful thing for a mother to take, no matter how true it is.
Is it just because, the selfishness of it is like you are their fucking loin. You're a baby. Like you.
No, I think and for me, it's like so painful to hear that your child has been hurt by something you've been trying to keep safe your whole life.
Keep continuing. I got to take a piss.
Yeah,
I got to
we're
pee too.
pause.
I got to pee too. This
Wow.
situation
All right,
been
Andy
driving me
peed.
crazy.
Mel peed. I
Mhm.
smoked.
Perfect.
It's all good.
Wow, this has gotten heavy,
It's like
dog.
after sex.
Jesus Christ.
Everyone had to disperse for a second.
Yeah, we're having Andy over. It's going to be fun.
It's gonna be fun. We're
Thanks,
gonna talk
Andy.
about just being happy and staying in the moment.
This is part 2, episode 3.
Jesus Christ, man. No, you know what, man? Here's the deal. Tonight, when you're at Mississippi Studios,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to do me a favor.
All right.
Just like at some point in the show,
Yeah.
stop and just look out at everybody and let yourself fucking appreciate what's happening.
All right.
Dude, think about this. Every single person that's out there in that audience has a life,
Yeah.
right? They have people that care about them. They have jobs or don't have jobs. They have shit they needed to do. They have other places they could have been. They decided to buy a ticket and come see your funky ass tonight.
Yeah, you're right.
Right?
You're right.
And not to mention, you have an entire group of dudes that are your fucking road dogs, your band,
Yeah.
that have your back.
Mm-hmm.
So you are in a really beautiful position because you're spreading love and joy
You're
to
right.
people. and you have your homies with you.
Yeah.
So, dude, it doesn't get fucking better than that.
You ain't
like,
alone.
That's it, man.
I know. Why don't I just practice what I sing about?
Andy,
that's where the
it's
music
your
comes from.
medicine.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
every now and then you should throw your own damn CD on as meditation.
I know.
I'm serious.
No, because
Get
then he's
yourself a
like,
bubble bath. This is
"That
what you're
didn't
going to do.
sound right."
You're going to do a bubble bath with the bath salts I'm
shit.
going to send you home
All
with.
right. Okay.
You're going to
shit.
put on that record
Okay.
and you are going to listen to it front to back. That's when you get out. When the record's done, you get out of the bath.
These bath salts are going to put you under, dude. I'm telling you. I get so fucked up with those things.
And Andy, you are going to appreciate that artist like you are hearing it for the first time.
Yeah.
You are hearing their soul. You're listening to a portion of their life they dedicated to this
Yeah.
piece of work.
Yeah.
And you're going to listen to it in that way.
And that person is me.
And there's not going to be judgment.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's how I kind of sometimes think that I'm just a vessel, and these songs just come fucking
Those are some
from the
beautiful
ether.
ass songs, Andy. For real, though. You're silly as hell. That's why I love you. But you're deep as hell, and that's why I love you.
When
That's the appeal to me,
I love you
personally.
I love you too.
fuck, what song was it? When we first started.
Blame it on the.
No, I wasn't blaming on the pussy. Hang on a minute.
That's always going to be my answer
You
for
know what?
everything.
No, I get cringy. I get cringy now when I play that song.
You don't have to, but it's just
No,
my
but
favorite.
no, but
I know
play.
what you mean. I know you outgrew that shit.
I sometimes I feel like people understand why I wrote that song.
Why'd
I
you
wrote
write it?
that song because I love pussy. Nothing else. I just love pussy. And I was like,
That's weird.
There ain't nothing wrong with that.
wasn't making a stance on anything. I was like, I love pussy, and I just want a song about pussy.
When we first started,
It's honest.
when
Fair.
after the first time you came on the show was you had just come out with the album that Let Your Mind Be Free is on. And I texted you.
Change your pace.
Yeah. I texted you and told you
You're still doing that.
that song really fucking helped, man.
It's still
that's real
relevant.
shit. Like I was sitting out on the porch by myself listening to that, like fuck.
With
yeah.
that gospel, that whole thing is your inner mantra.
Yeah, that's always been there.
And that's where our
And there's
fucking,
there's nothing wrong with that. That helps propel you to your next.
I know.
Even though you're saying a bigger, 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 sometimes bigger means different.
Yeah.
And if you weren't like that, because I have it too, like we'll do the festival and then I'm like, well okay, now what? Like while we're still at the
It's
festival.
so annoying.
I'm like that too,
It's
dog.
fucking
But
annoying,
that's what
dude.
gets you to the next thing.
I
Like
know.
that's how you elevate. That's how you continue to. That's how Jeff
it's
Bezos
called
is
temperance.
like he is.
What
You
is
know,
temperance?
You
I
have
don't know.
Let's find out on the next chapter of
right.
finding yourself.
What is
that's
temperance, Mel?
everyone's homework.
What is it?
It's the ability to like have multiple things evenly and in a balance.
Mm.
Oh, that's a new
Yeah,
thing.
that's a new thing for me too.
Yep.
I always do it until I'm so full and like fucking full, like shows or even
That's being
overeating.
gluttonous. That's being gluttonous, and we need to adjust that.
Yeah,
We can get rid of that's an easy one.
hell yeah.
You know, we just need to trim the fat
Mhm.
wherever that fat may be in our mind, in our area, in our closet, in our friendships. Trim the fat.
Mm.
That way you can focus on getting lean and strong, because we're going to need that kind of mentality and body to do what we do.
You're right.
Yeah, man.
And we don't got to
this
give
shit's
ourselves a
not
hard time
stopping.
about it either.
No.
That's just like, okay, trim the fat. That's an easy way to look at it. All right. I haven't fucking worn this coat in, 2 years. It's taking up room. Get the fuck out of here.
Mhm.
It just made space for something else. And you can draw that line to your mind too.
So
I've been
it's the
thinking
same
about the
thing with
same action-
feelings.
Yeah. I've been feeling this tired ass feeling, the whole guilty feeling for fucking how long? I'm annoyed with it. I'm fucking over it. Sacrificing that shit tonight. I'm going to dance on that tonight.
Let's
Yeah.
fucking go.
Let's
I'm
do
going
it.
to tear that shit up.
All right.
So okay, I hear you on that. It's
Okay.
like kind of like throwing away the shit you don't need anymore.
It's yeah.
Why you
but
want to
it-
still look at it?
I
You already
know.
lost the weight. Why you got those size 40s in your closet?
Or it's like, or okay, so what about that depression? Let's take that same philosophy with depression. So
Yeah, you can't just like, okay, I'm not going to be depressed anymore.
You do.
I'm done with
okay,
that now.
That's why we can't get anything done without voicing it.
yeah.
And after you voice it to yourself, you got to voice it to someone else.
Okay.
We're just in that age where we need people.
Yeah.
Period.
Fuck.
And the other people are part of our healing process.
You're right.
That's it.
Okay.
You got to fucking reach out. If I have a very strenuous job, it sounds luxurious, but if I don't get a massage on a regular basis, my body is going to break down.
Mhm.
So I take care of it while I'm beating it up.
Yeah, you're right.
That's temperance. I'm taking care of it, but I'm beating it up too.
So it's like okay. Oh, that's the balance. So like you should give as much as you take.
Give yourself as much as you take from yourself.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, God.
So,
Boom.
Yeah.
Okay, we're done, guys. Thank you for
Wait,
listening.
wait. We got one more. We got one more.
Shit.
What?
So what about anxiety? Because that
look,
is something that him and I have.
Can I
well,
just
that's
say,
what we
I'm going to
fight.
say this under everything. There's always going to be reasons why what I'm saying is not going to work. Of course,
Mhm.
sometimes it's like clinical and it's out of fucking control. It's out of pocket. Sometimes it's acute. It happens right in the moment and you fucking forget everything. And other times, you figure it's coming on and then you have a little bit more control, right?
Yeah.
So of course there's things like you can do breathing techniques. That shit really does work. But we're talking about the state of anxiety for no reason. I get anxious when I smoke sometimes.
Same.
Check this out.
I feel like
I
that
have
right
I have
now.
a theory.
Yeah.
I feel like
Same.
social media is a
Ugh,
huge
yes.
contributor to the anxiety.
It definitely is
Oh,
some,
yeah.
some
Check
type
this
of
out, man.
contribution.
I will be going through my day totally fucking fine. I'll pull up a post and start getting into the comments, and all of a sudden I'm fucking, the rest of the day's ruined.
I know.
And I'll forget that was the comments that threw me into
Yeah.
the fucking anxiety for
Yep.
that day. And it's just down the fucking rabbit hole. And I think that it's,
What are we going to do about our phones, guys?
We need to fucking throw them in the river.
yeah, but you can't.
I know.
You can't. Look, for good or ill, it's a tool that we need to use.
So why don't we go on our phones later in the day?
What if you work from your phone?
Okay, turn off. That's fine. But like,
Yeah.
turn off the social
Yeah,
medias.
yes.
And we don't
So
do
use it for
social media.
work.
Yeah, you work on your phone, you talk to your loved ones, do your thing, and then maybe at the end of the day, you fucking have
So create limits or
Yeah.
boundaries.
Wow.
boundaries.
Wow, what's that?
Boundaries.
Well, it's the same thing as like, it's like, well, I feel like Aaron, you're the type of dude too, where you can't just have one. You got to have fucking a bunch of heroin or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
You can't just do one.
What?
You gotta do,
Oh yeah,
you gotta
no,
do a
we're
bunch of shit.
gluttons. I can't just eat one cookie. I got to have all the cookies or all the heroin.
Yeah, exactly. That's
No,
what-
yeah, I was that guy.
You were that guy. Just if my band's like that with coke, and they're fucking, they're in denial about it. But that's why I'm on this
Wait,
show.
I have a question.
All right,
Who's not like that with coke? I want to know.
I know
Because if
that's
if
such a
there's
weird
a person
drug.
out there that's like,
It is a
I just
weird
do a little
drug.
bit. I do a quarter and then I'm good for the night.
Yeah.
No, that's coke.
I know.
You're supposed to be like that with coke.
My buddy Nick, who's my co-host of my podcast, and he's on tour with us. He could just do one line. I could do one line and be done. I'm not, but I know. I think it's because it's the self-control. Like I know if I do 4, I'm gonna do 100 of them.
That shit's dude. I can't even fuck around.
Especially with
that.
the fucking fentanyl and shit. I tell those guys all the time, like, you better fucking chill.
Ugh.
Because, like,
You don't know.
you don't fucking know what's going on and you're just chasing bags. You know?
Mm.
Oof. Yeah, man. Doing dope is
Don't
gnarly.
chase bags.
That's one thing about Denver. It's a coke city.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I would think Denver would be more of like a psychedelic
Dang.
wonderland.
They got
No.
that shit too. They got shamans will come to your house and fucking give you some microdose LSD bottles. That's fucking funny.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah, it's a coke city, not Scotty.
All right. Dude, I haven't felt the way I felt anywhere other than Portland except for Denver.
We need to get you there.
Yeah, I don't know,
we just
man.
need to travel,
We've been talking about like, check this out.
What do you got?
We've been talking about like doing an on the road
Going
thing
mobile.
for a year. Like
Checking out
no
where we wanna
simple
be.
road, taking it on the road
Dude,
for a year.
what if that's a great idea? Like get a van.
Yeah.
So and we want to hit up all the dank little spots around the country and like do kind of like a little historical slash
Like the most famous venues all over the country do podcasts from them with this band, that band.
And just show up to their show and fucking.
Yeah. Well, I always
we
thought.
could plan it.
Yeah.
but
I always thought it would be cool to like tonight with you, right?
Yeah.
How rad would it be if instead of at 7:00, you guys take the stage at 5:00, people could come and watch a live podcast while we do what we just did.
Yeah.
And then see
it would
you
be
play
too
later.
much, right? For
The
them
musician.
to all that time plus everything that you just shared.
Oh, yeah. And
That's
then
fine.
you go out there. But he's doing it now?
Yeah, but
Because we're podcasters.
Because it's us.
Right.
We will talk about our feelings.
Right.
Yeah.
I love that idea. I've done it at festivals, and it works. The hard part is, you're just gonna get a lot of weird interviews because, like, people driving 8 hours.
And then they're spun.
They're
And
spun.
they're tired. And
They're fucking hungover. The Zoom. I got a question for you guys.
yeah.
Have you had better interviews when it's Zoom and people are by themselves? Maybe the sound quality's shittier, but like the actual conversations,
1,000%.
100%.
When we started doing Zoom, it
I'm the
changed
same
the
way.
game for us.
Yeah,
We were
same.
like,
I could
why
see their
didn't we always
face.
do this?
Yeah, you can still talk. I mean, it's not as not that intimate as you'd think it'd be. Like, I was like, fuck Zoom. I want them in my house, or I want to be in the present to have a real, like, to
Oh,
get
I
the
understand.
conversation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter.
no.
Everyone is like,
We were getting down deep just through phone.
Yeah.
And then when we introduced Zoom, it was like, whoa.
yeah,
When you
Now
can
it's a
see
whole other
somebody's
element.
eyes, facial
Yeah.
expressions is a whole different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
And you could see when they're not engaged, and you know how to, like, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, I've been doing like a lot more famous people where like they do interviews all the time, and like I gotta like kind of like judge how I want to approach the conversation through an eye movement they had when they talked about their mom or like
Right.
talked about their
Oh.
fucking bandmate or like the breath they
Get
took.
deeper.
Like all that shit is so important when you're conducting an interview.
And to do it over the phone,
Yeah.
is especially with 3 people, is fucking tough because you're stepping on each other, and you can't see when the other person's like I want to talk. You know what I mean? So it was difficult, but yeah, it changed the game for us. And when you're doing those bigger names,
Mm-hmm.
do you feel a different kind of a pressure than you would just doing
Yeah.
talking to another musician?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, like I did Tony Hawk. I was so nervous. It was like my idol.
Yeah, mine too when I was a kid.
It's like,
Big
fuck.
time.
And he was like, we're talking about his divorces and fucking talking about, like if he's a bad father or if he was
Wow.
just
So
like,
he was
He
opened
opened
up.
up.
yeah. And I've been doing that to everyone, like just
so
like
then,
heavy people.
So then I would say follow the look.
yeah,
Do
yeah.
it.
I think that it's a question of life. Like
yeah.
we gotta like, is that the thing? Like you gotta just like be present. Like when I'm not present and having an interview and I'm thinking about the fucking, whatever, the shows or my mortgage or whatever. It's not in fucking. It's not the game. It's not the reason why you're fucking doing this. I feel like having a conversation like this conversation we're having is very heavy.
Yeah.
But I don't think it would been this like opening if we weren't present
No.
in this conversation.
No.
Because we have to hear each other in order to allow the words to penetrate.
Yeah.
It can't just be like, useless, noise background. It has to be engaging.
Well, I asked you that because for a while now I've been telling like Mel and Up, we've been reaching out to different people
Mm-hmm.
like Jack Black and Kyle Gass.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
like,
Be awesome.
Maddie and
Yeah.
different people. And I wondered that, like, am I going to go through that same thing I went through like the first time I talked to O'Teal when I'm shitting my pants. And
Yeah.
now like I could talk to another musician and I'm okay. It's
Yeah.
like talking to Mel or Apple. It's no big deal. But am I going to go through that when that starts happening?
Probably.
100%. But that means,
So what?
yeah.
Just do it.
You practice on all of us. You're a great interviewer.
Thanks.
So
Yeah.
Talker.
yeah, little Yenta.
Yeah, man.
Aaron the Yenta.
Well,
Thank you.
the shoe fits. You know, Andy, thank you, man. Like
This was awesome.
Yeah.
This was good.
I'm leaving this conversation with something I didn't have.
We already
Same.
know that this is going to help more than just us. We know that.
Oh,
Shit, man. All I know is you
Allowing-
got to fucking forgive yourself somehow.
A lot. Somehow, think about the person that you love, your mom, your grandma, your
You.
wife.
Yourself.
Well, I say that if you don't have a hard time loving yourself, practice taking the feeling that you feel when you love somebody and putting it on you.
I saw
You got to.
Damn.
It's
The only-
called practice.
the only frame of reference I have for that
You're
is
right.
I saw a picture. Well, you live with me, you know this, but there's a picture of me like 2 days after Mel and I started talking. And I saw this picture of myself. I'm fucking like completely strung out, like bald headed,
Oh.
sunken eyes, like this. And I saw it and it fucked me up. Like, I wish I could talk to that guy.
yeah.
I want to go back and like give that kid a hug.
Well, that's what therapy and
I
microdosing
totally
does.
can.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I didn't think of that at the time. I was like,
That's
made
what
me
we're doing
sad.
tonight.
We are.
We're going back.
healing our inner child.
Yeah.
We are.
That, at least that part. It's not one and done.
No, we
No.
forget
You do.
that
Yeah.
this thing just stays
And we
with us.
also we need repeats. Sometimes you get stank on you.
yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you get a trigger. Sometimes somebody reminds you of some shit, and sometimes you think it was
Sometimes you
gone.
wake up funky.
Right?
Mhm.
Sometimes, and we just gotta let ourselves fucking have sometimes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Frasco.
So we're gonna burn that shit.
all right.
Burn that shit
We're
down.
gonna burn that shit, and we're gonna try to be less hard on ourselves.
And we're gonna dance it
Andy
out.
said hard
The
on.
residuals. Dance out the
Yeah.
residuals.
We're gonna come all over the residuals.
All right.
Right. Thank you.
You heard Andy.
And
No,
you're
no,
gonna-
we're not gonna come on any of the residuals.
And we're gonna just destroy Mississippi Studios tonight.
Yeah, I think we're gonna blow it out, man.
Politely.
Honestly, you guys woke me up. I'm ready now.
Good.
Do it.
I was super. I've been like going through these fucking super depression on last couple shows, and
Glad you landed here at the end of it then.
oh yeah, I did. It wasn't your choice. I was gonna fucking show up if you even had a podcast. I'm like, I'm co-hosting. I'm coming.
Come on, man.
I need it.
And
you guys are my therapy.
Oh.
Really.
We need you too.
I really do love y'all, and I your fucking sticker is still on the first thing I see on my keyboard, right there on the left side.
Aw.
Still,
That means a lot.
We heart you, Andy.
I love you too. We're in this shit
Hey,
together.
We are,
if
dude.
you're out there and you're tripping and you're having a hard time and this shit landed with you and you don't have nobody to talk to, hit me up.
Yeah, and hit me
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, you can hit me up too.
There we will
Hit us up.
respond.
Yeah.
We are not in some fucking ivory tower. I will
Yeah.
respond.
Ha 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 ha! Frasco in his ivory tower. Shoo, peasants, shoo!
Away with your
Oh my God, you should be a
Get
thespian.
away with your problems.
Oh my God, Andy, make shorts. That's what you need to do.
I know.
That
I
would
tell
be
my
dope.
I've been doing that. I'd been doing these speeches at the end of my shows, talking about how depression is a silent killer, and if you take the microscope away and look around, and if you still don't have anyone, you could talk to me, because that's why we're here. We're healers.
That's it. Boom.
Remember that.
I will.
Tonight,
Tonight,
Dr.
son.
Frasco's in the building.
I'm gonna
Love you
start
guys.
loving my son, son. Gonna love myself today, son.
It's time to love yourself today.
Wow, these two have lost their fucking minds.
Yeah, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
All right, boom.
I love
Let's
you
go-
guys.
Let's
love
go have
you.
a
soon.
I love you
Peace.
too. Let's go have a cigarette.
Peace. Well, yeah. Fuck.
Love yourself.
I'm looking forward to listening to this one
It was
because
really
I wasn't
great.
here for it.
I
and
can't wait for you to
Andy is
listen.
Always a blast.
Mhm.
I'm sorry I missed you, Andy.
Wow. I mean,
You know what the best thing about Andy is?
his hair.
Well, there's a lot of best things, but when he comes here, like to the house and seeing him and feeling his vibe, and then going to the show, and then he's freaking Andy motherfucking Frasco bringing down the house, fucking making people go in circles, and the I guess like
energy.
the Jekyll and Hyde-ness of Andy
Well,
is really fucking rad.
To be fair, though, what you see on stage is 100% the exact same person
Of
that comes
course.
to hang out over here at our house.
It's like, when you're happy about something or you're like just fine with something. One brings a lot of energy and the other one is just normal energy.
It's not a shtick.
No,
at all.
well, it is and it isn't. It's both. It's like
It's himself personified.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a caricature of myself, or
He's like a ringleader.
Yes.
Is what he always reminds
Yes.
me of. Like
You mean a ringmaster?
or a ringmaster? Is it a ringmaster?
I'm a ringleader.
A ring? Oh yeah, ringmaster. Yeah, like the here, yeah. Like here comes the lions. Here comes this. Everybody, the big show.
The Big Show.
Yeah, he's
Wasn't
good.
that a
The Big
wrestler?
He's
Shit
good
Show?
at the big show. Yeah, the big show was a wrestler.
Yeah.
That's
Well, hey, everybody, you hung out through the whole Frasco fiasco, and now you're here hanging
it
with
actually
No Simple
wasn't a
Road.
fiasco. It was perfect.
I think that was just a good rhyme
Yeah.
that he wanted to throw out
Look,
there.
Give me a break, man. It's alliteration.
Yeah.
Is that Frasco fiasco? Yeah, that's alliteration. Sure is. So, yeah, we're back at the back end with the beginning at the end again.
Yeah, the bungle in the jungle.
Yeah. Well, we haven't had any feedback saying you hated it or loved it, so we're gonna just keep plugging in a few more episodes. Then we'll reconvene and take a little meeting and be like, okay, this is what's working. This isn't what's working.
We'll reconvene.
Do we like it?
And we're fine tuning it.
Yeah.
We're getting like switching it up is weird. We're
Totally.
figuring it out, and
We have never in the history of No Simple Road stopped recording and discussed what we're going to do next more than we have in the past 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Very true. It was always, okay, it's on.
Yeah, but now we like, okay, wait, where are we? What do we do?
Mhm.
This part is this. Okay, go. Yeah, I feel like the format change has forced the three of us to be more engaged.
Yep.
One,
Yes.
so that's a good thing. 2, it has upped our game.
Yeah.
And 3, it has caused me personally, in being more engaged in what we're doing, I feel like the episodes are better.
How about 4, getting out of our comfort zone?
Yeah.
That's a real thing. Comfort zones are great. Everyone loves it. But if you're in it for too long, you start to get fucking moldy ass.
you get
you know?
complacent.
What does your
you
comfort
just-
zone look like?
Who's my
Yours. Like if you had a zone that was your comfort zone, like a spot,
a spot?
what would it look like?
Oh my God. First of all, it would be plushed out with the most exotic fabrics in all shades. But then there's also a spot that's like taupe, so it doesn't bother the eye. So you can roll over onto that side too. There's small fridges everywhere stacked with delicious waters from Trader Joe's, those blueberry lemonades.
Okay. The
All
fizzy
right.
ones, yeah.
My feet have the most comfy slide-ons. They have to be slides so they don't like hug your feet too much.
Mhm.
And constant massage.
All right. Apple, what's your comfort zone look like?
The comfort zone looks like a big, like almost shag carpeting type beanbag that's royal purple, because royal purple is really very soothing to me.
Okay.
And then with just like a nice like barefoot, comfy, and maybe like a little royal purple like cover or something. If I get a chill to pull around me to
Coverlet?
snuggle and stuff. But yeah, like a big beanbag, just like sink into it, comfort.
Okay. Mine
And
is-
my tea and some sleepy
Oh,
tea.
yeah,
yes,
of course. We
your
got to
tea.
have
Time
tea.
iced tea
Mhm.
sitting right next to me within reach.
Mine
Darwin
would-
by my feet.
would be like a.
Darwin, yes.
You remember back in the 70s, sometimes a living room would be circular and sunken.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and sometimes those circular sunken living rooms would have a fire pit in the middle of the circular
Mhm.
sunken living room.
Yeah.
Okay. So my comfort zone is a circular sunken living room with fire pit in the middle, but it's all overstuffed lazy boys in a circle.
What kind of fabrics on Lazy Boys?
Like Sherpa.
Oh.
Do you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about? Like the squishy teddy bear.
Mhm.
That is like on everything, and it's like a earthy brown color and greens, like all earth tones.
Okay.
And you can just chill by the fire, and there's like one fur blanket. It's faux fur. It's not real fur because I don't kill animals to make a blanket.
That's right.
But Yeah, and you have a nice blanket that you cover up with.
You mean you, because it's your comfort zone.
So then when I got to go out of my comfort zone, that would suck.
So my real comfort zone is doing the same shit all the time, but you like it. Same way to work, same freaking meal planning. It's kind of boring.
That sounds like drudgery, but it's not.
She's like, it's kind of boring.
Yeah,
but it's your comfort zone.
Exactly.
It keeps you comfortable.
Yes, it does,
You
because
don't have to go out.
yes, when you do those things, then you don't have to think.
That's true. And it gives you at least, okay, I'll say it like this. Let me back up. It gives me a sense of stability. So coming up the way I did in my teens with so much instability at home, being a junkie
and self-created,
being a junkie and having just my entire world in upheaval for entire years at a time, that having a routine now, it gives me a sense of stability and comfort. Yeah, because I know that like everything's okay and shit's not about to explode. Because that, dude, you talk about trauma and like PTSD and all that kind of shit. It's not always imposed by the world. It's not always something that happened to you, not because of you. Sometimes you can cause trauma to yourself.
It's usually imposed by yourself.
Yeah. And
absolutely,
that stuff sticks, man. And then you start doing stuff in your life, like when you get healthy, and I didn't realize why it was important for me to have routine and why I gravitated toward it. And like when I would think of myself, I would think I'm not the kind of person that likes routine. I hate that. I don't thrive in routine.
Wow.
And then
that's such a sense of denial. That's like not really knowing yourself.
Yeah.
Because
or like lying, trying to like,
you don't got to lie to kick it.
Yeah. Lying to yourself to like, you want to be a certain way. You know what I mean?
Yes,
but you're not really
yes.
like that. I love eating vegetables at every meal.
Well,
No, you
ever
don't,
since I
motherfucker.
met you, you've always had a specific way that you do things. Like, I remember we would go to Jitters and you would order the same kind of coffee and put the exact same kind of sugar and it looked the same. Like, even without knowing the rest of your life, when somebody's that specific about things, that's kind of like a thread through their life. And that's how it's been. So you can have moments of instability, but there's certain things that you will not compromise on.
Yeah. And I know that as I get older, those things that I will compromise on are getting less and less and less, because I've lived long enough to know shit. Like, I've tried stuff. This isn't my first rodeo. And I'm like, I'm not fucking doing that. I did that shit. I'm not, no. Like, the line in the sand gets closer and closer to my toes. Do you know what I'm talking about, Apple?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. But you got to remember, sometimes you only control yourself. When you try to control others, it can be a problem sometimes.
Yeah.
And you are stubborn.
Look, some
sometimes.
people can't even
No.
control themselves. Let's
Edgy.
be honest. I can't control myself all the time. If you give me a good freaking like blunt or something,
Or an edible.
I am not going to be control what I'm going to fucking tear that kitchen up. Like, no one's going to be in control of that. Sometimes we don't have control.
No.
Self-control is hard.
Yeah.
It's something that we work on and that we can like increase, but it's not just a given.
Mm-mm. And it is cultivated, and it's also in layers. You know, you can,
In the ogre.
yeah.
Well, yeah, you can
Or a
have like
parfait.
extreme self-control over like, say, like the food that you eat, but then you like, you know,
Love to do nose beers.
okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Wait, dude, what?
doing blow, dude.
Oh, and it was like nose beers.
You're talking into the mic and whispering, babe. That's
nose beer. I was like, nose beers.
We were in the
shotgun a beer up your nose.
in the
what I pictured.
elevator at the hotel
Oh,
in
yeah.
Eugene, and there was these 4 fish bros in there, and the one dude was like, "Yeah, we're looking for nose beers. Do you guys know where to get any?" I was like, oh,
And
shit.
I never had heard that before. I didn't know what that
I'm
meant.
so daft sometimes. I would have looked at him and go, what the fuck are you talking about?
only reason I'll be honest, the only reason I know that is because of memes. That's it. Like, because of
All right,
Instagram and memes.
That would have been more direct. And something like, you got any Lindsay Lohan? Wink, wink. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, no, I didn't. So,
But yeah, I don't like that stuff anyway anymore.
no.
Anymore?
Anymore. I don't like that stuff any less
I really
either.
loved the smell of it when I was in my 20s.
Yeah, you did. But then the line in the sand gets closer to your toes, and here you are, and
Sounds like a fish song.
it does.
Kind of does.
Kind of does. Your hands and feet are mangoes. So speaking of fish,
What about it?
it is now Tuesday morning, and we just did the Halloween run at Fish. We're recording this.
Well,
but-
okay,
yeah,
be
let's
honest with them. We have not gone to Fish Halloween yet, but by the time you hear this, we will have had. So we can't give you a show report because we haven't seen it yet, but you'll be listening to it after we have already seen it.
So I'm just gonna
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say to my future self and us future selves, that was fucking awesome.
It was awesome. We are
I'm
actually
bummed
sitting
we
on a
didn't spend the
Thursday
extra
night.
$700, but I'm
Are you?
fine. No.
If you check this out, everybody. So we made the rookie mistake.
No, don't say rookie.
Rookie mistake.
It was
I've been going hard.
It wasn't even rookie. It was we decided it. It was a decision we made.
We only got tickets for the Halloween show, and so we booked our flight for Halloween morning to get there the morning of the show, and then we leave a couple days after. So we have a day to rest, and then we come home. And today's Thursday. Me and Mel
the
went
first night of Fish.
Right, we went
Vegas.
and took Darwin for a walk, and
Which
Mel
the set
was
list is just popping up.
just don't even tell me.
What I want to hear.
Hang on. We went for a walk, and Mel
It's
goes,
a number thing.
Hey, so what if we changed our flight and
No.
just said what?
What I said was, so I've been thinking. We were talking about going to Fish when they go to Mexico or whatever, and I was like, that's probably gonna be like over $5,000 by the time we get tickets and airfare. I was like, it won't even probably be $2,000 to just leave early and go to Fish. Like, why wouldn't we do that? This is like could be our big thing.
I was like, are you serious?
And I was serious. I just had been thinking about it. Like, this is the first time I've ever really wanted to do it. It's the first time we actually can do it. And so we screwed up and didn't change our mind, you know, like
here we go. Here's the phone.
we're in the middle of something, Aaron. So Aaron, hold on. I'll finish this. So then Aaron, like we're having this cute walk and then I say that and then then Aaron's like quiet, stone face, like looks like pissed. I'm like, what's up with you? I'm fine. I'm like, you don't seem fine.
I was scheming.
I'm excited.
I was
just
scheming.
going to say he was contemplating.
Yeah, and I was like, what is going on
Thank
with
you,
you? Well, that's what I'm getting around to this. Yes, I'm getting around to that. So he's like, no, I'm just thinking, and then so like this conversation goes on and we're walking and I asked him a couple more times, are you sure? He's like, no, I'm fine. Second we get home, he gets on his phone and calls the airlines and he
starts figuring it out.
trying to scheme and plan
as
and
soon as
plot.
you said that, there's these two gears and they're located. One is on the right side of my brain,
and they look like fish donuts.
They do. They look exactly like fish donuts, and they started spinning. And when that happens, when I'm back to the memes. Have you seen that meme of the guy from It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and he's like this, and he's got connecting strings to all the maps?
Oh, I don't know that that's from Sunny in Philadelphia, but I do know like with the murderers.
Yes.
And different.
That's what's happening inside my head at that moment. So that's why I'm stone faced, because all energy in my body is being channeled into those two gears.
So honestly, it was like concert porn is what I told him. I was like, it's like fun. Yeah, let's do this, like kind of getting him hyped up. But it did the opposite. He got all pissed off and was like, you were all disappointed. Like I was like eating my dinner and you came over like like Eeyore, like what? I was like, it's just fun to even think about, babe. Like it's exciting. So what if we go or not? Like I just was throwing it out there to be fun and cute.
It is funny to see this happening because Aaron's fucking sprung on you being sprung. fucking, and I don't mean it this way, but Aaron's not used to you being irresponsible when it comes to doing these things. You were usually before the voice of like, no, we can't afford it, babe. We got to do this.
It's true.
Then we got to plan for this. What about that? But
It's
now
true.
you're like, let's, and then not that it's irresponsible, because if you can afford it and you got the time and shit, especially in the world we're in now, fucking do it, because you don't know what's going to happen
No, you don't.
tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So it's funny. But when you were describing that walk, I could picture him. He's not pissed, but when Aaron's thinking hard, he looks fucking pissed.
Yeah, exactly.
I've known him. We've known him our whole lives, and it's like, what do I fucking do? And he's just thinking deeply.
Yeah, it was
And
like
he has
it was
that,
like from
stink
like
face, like
Yes.
deep and like Rasputin. He said it himself. He
yes.
looks like fucking Rasputin, and he's like,
those freaking brows come down like at an angle like lightning bolts,
he's
and they're like,
plotting like a motherfucker.
Yeah,
Who
man.
goes there?
And then you know what happens after that?
yes, this show like
Shit
all
happens
kinds of
after that.
all kinds of good stuff.
Mhm.
But it was like all cute and frolicky, and it was like snowing leaves, and it's like yellow and orange and red and green, and then he's got those lightning bolt eyes, and I'm like,
if we leave
I
at
thought-
6 a.m., we can get to
Elijah, I go to Alaska Airlines.
Check
Going to
in
figure
with-
this out. When are we going to go hotel room? Hotel rooms are $260 at MGM on that night.
I can get tickets on StubHub. They're $288 a piece. I can get it behind the stage. They're $145. That'll be a $60 service.
Do we have enough
charge.
drugs? I'm not
$2,000.
sure.
What's wrong, babe?
I can hear like an auctioneer.
Nothing. So $875 plus $420. Yeah, that's what's going on. And
so that was it, and it was actually a pretty cute afternoon.
Yeah.
It was all said and done.
and so look, we don't know if we went right now. It's still on, we're still on the fence. We got 2 more days. It could
You're
still
on the
happen.
fence.
You never
It's
know.
very true.
Yeah, I've been watching, rewatching The Sopranos from the beginning. I started about a week and a half ago with the first episode, season 1, and I'm like, I don't know, somewhere in season 4.
He's like a fiend, everybody.
Yeah,
And it's leading to good things. He made beef
Yes.
bourgeois last night for
Yeah.
dinner. That's not just
Yeah.
something you pull out of your hat. I was like, what the fuck?
No, and when I made Italian last week, it was because of that too.
yeah. But seeing how they are with spending money, it makes me like,
You're not a fucking gangster,
I
babe.
know, but
Yeah,
I'm like,
they got fat wads.
I'm like,
and
oh
no
well, shit,
responsibility.
they're doing it. I do it too.
They're at the friggin' strip club, thousands of dollars deep. Freaking yeah, no, that's not our status, babe.
Well,
Yeah, you don't have a bada bing.
No, I don't.
You're not ripping people off.
if you are listening to this Tuesday and you are traveling home from Vegas, I'm really proud of you for making it through it. And I hope that you're feeling good and you had a blast. And hopefully we saw each other somehow. I handed you a sticker.
Wasn't that secret third set awesome? Whatever it was.
Radiohead, ZZ Top. Okay, so I've heard Radiohead,
Allman Brothers.
ZZ Top, Allman Brothers. I heard
Doors.
Zappa.
Zappa. I heard some old 1983 pre-Fish release thing that I can't remember the name of. And what else have I heard? Have you heard any other rumors?
No, the most recent one I heard was Zappa yesterday. Yeah. But that's what's cool about this stuff is the rumors start. Nobody knows.
No.
Nobody knows.
I know shit.
Yeah.
The only people that know are the band and the people that are in whatever performance they're putting on.
Yeah.
That's probably it. And RJ and Tom, and they're not telling.
They're all sworn to secrecy.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, man, like I said, if you're traveling home right now, I'm really glad you made it through. You're still alive and breathing and kicking. And wow.
Yeah, and if you're
MSG.
at the Halloween show, that's what I was going to say earlier. Me and Aaron were talking about that earlier on the patio. It's like, fuck, I would have loved to be at all 4 shows. I mean, that'd be, kind of grueling at this point. But we got the golden ticket.
Yeah, Halloween.
The Halloween
Yeah.
night, that's the golden ticket. I mean, all of their shows they're doing are going to be amazing. They're playing in Vegas tonight.
So
They kicked it off tonight. The set list is popping.
Okay, yeah, the set list, Apple. What was
yeah,
it,
what were
what's
you
up
going
with
to
the
say
set
about the
list?
set list? What do we
Let's
got?
hear
so
up
far?
till now.
Yeah, why
I
not?
do.
Sure.
All right, let me
I can't
refresh.
believe, I just, man.
This first one, I don't know. Also, Sprack Zarathustra
Zarathustra.
into 1999, into 555, into 46 days.
All numbers
There
tonight.
seems to be a number theme
We're
happening.
doing it. Better do backward down the number line tonight. And Let's see what else. It's hard not to just
How about if they
pull out
did
the credit card.
one is the loneliest number
Be
that
dope.
you ever do.
Well, then you got the first tube. That's the
Oh
number.
Yeah,
gosh,
there's another
They
one.
gotta
yes.
save that till
They gotta save
Sunday,
it
damn
for
it.
Halloween. Come on.
So let's dig into your week here. We haven't really had a week. We just recorded a couple of days
Yeah.
ago.
Well, okay. So my week, I went to work. It was fantastic. I mean,
That's it.
I had enough time to think about that. Going to fish early and entertaining the idea is almost as fun as booking the idea.
Yeah.
It really is. It's exciting and fun, and I mean, it's the first time I've wanted to do some shit like that. And Apple's right, like the whole responsible thing. Like, I just don't ever want to look back and have to deal with bullshit. And so if you don't incur bullshit, you don't got to look back and see it.
What do you mean by that?
Like, okay, so we go on this. I'm just using this as an example, but this is how I think about a lot of things, like being out of control. Like, well, fuck it, let's just buy the thing, or let's just go to the place, or whatever. Well, okay, so now we have to fucking find the stuff for the dog, and we didn't pack properly, and just like the worry behind all of the impulse decision is going to make. And then when you come back, you got to come back to some shit.
Mm.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
but our life is pretty chill.
Well,
in
that's
that
why I
we
feel
could-
better
we could
about
dip
it.
and things would be all
Well,
right.
that's what I love seeing it as not an insider and outsider, seeing you two and stuff, is you guys have been so dedicated to doing such a good job raising your kids and everything that now, I mean, Sid is doing her own thing, your grandparents now, and Simon now is becoming a very responsible person. So to see you guys actually being able to kind of refocus on you and not
This
have
is the
to worry
first time
about,
ever.
yeah, this is like the first year
Yes.
that, because last year Simon was still pulling it together. Now he's getting more responsible and is becoming a hell of a man. And
It's true.
to see you guys being able to relax more and not have to worry about these things. Like, you don't have
It's
to worry.
true.
Like, okay, we got some money in savings, but we got to make sure that Simon and Sydney and this and that and everything there's not really,
My head's
there's
in a
not a
different
lot
place.
of worries.
You know, my head's in a different place, not only because I'm enjoying fish and the experience from it, but also because there is less worry. So there's more space in my brain.
Yeah.
And also there's less responsibilities daily. So like diving into each other is brand new.
Yeah, you're getting,
it really
you're
is.
Getting to,
like 24 years in, and it's like kind of brand new.
you're getting to live act. I'll
It's
talk to
just
you guys
you
out there listening. You're getting to live action hear what happens with us with empty nest. Like
Yeah.
literally.
But the beautiful part is it's not empty nest.
No.
because you
No.
still have me as a child now.
we still have
You
an
have
apple.
to correct me.
You should see
and
how
remind
cute Apple
me.
looked when you said that.
You have to remind, and now I'm the one that you're like, oh God, Apple, we need to talk to him.
So
Look,
You
have you
got a
been
bugger
saving your
hanging out
money?
your
Like,
nose.
what?
So if anybody has been listening to the show for a while, you guys know that my 50th birthday is coming in November. And
It is?
you know, milestone birthdays are cool, man. Like,
Yeah, they are.
honest to God, when I was 25, that was like a milestone birthday. And I remember my friend Rico said to me, haha, this is your last milestone birthday that has something good. Your insurance is less. And I was like, oh, that's shitty. But I never thought that I would be here for my 50th. When I was that old, like I never
50
crossed.
seems so old.
Well,
first of
not
all.
even that. I never thought I would make it to 50. So for me, this is a huge deal. Like not only do I've been married for going on 24 years. I got 2 amazing kids. I beat a heroin addiction. Like we're doing No Simple Road, all that. But Hep C, yeah, that got cured. Like all that's amazing and miracles. But to me, like for me, when I'm by myself, as I'm got my head on the pillow by myself at night, I'm stoked that I've been around this, made it this far. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
And
Sure does.
I feel different, like, about a lot of stuff, and I think that it's wrapped up in what we're talking about with me and Mel and like the empty nest thing and turning 50. Like, it's this whole new life, and we can do whatever the fuck we want.
I know,
and it's badass.
We've never had the opportunity to do that before. I feel literally like I'm learning how to walk, like a toddler.
So YemSG tickets for 50th birthday would be the perfect gift. I'm just saying.
Oh my God, you can throw that out again.
Okay.
But hey, seriously, it's a trip to be like conscious of myself enough to like be moving into a new chapter and see it happening for myself. I don't know that I was really self-aware enough when I was younger to see that happening. I could see it in hindsight.
Sure.
But to be like in it while it's happening, like, oh shit, the page is actually turning while I'm looking at the page.
Yeah.
It's a trip.
I agree.
And it's fun. And fuck it.
Bam.
We're adults. We could do whatever the fuck we want.
I'm flabbergasted that couples get entire like relationships without those responsibilities. I'm like, I can't even imagine what that would do to me as a person.
There would have been we would have left a mark on the planet itself. There would have been like a
skid mark.
scratch. Yeah. A big fucking gouge in the planet from us had that happen. We needed to have the brakes for a while.
Well, I mean, it's going to happen.
Well, it is happening.
Yeah.
That's what we're talking about.
I know.
So, wow. Wow.
Mel is cracking me up right now too. She announced a little while ago that she did eat an edible. You
Oh,
see
yeah.
it kick into the face you just made was the funniest. You're like, yeah. Mm-hmm. You're like blinking your eyes. Like, oh my God.
You can see the THC.
No, you guys are making way too much of it right now.
No,
I'm
not
still...
too much at all. No, it's just a little bit. It's coming through. The face you just made was the first telltale real sign I saw.
The other night, I had some edibles that that Apple gave me. It's those the round ones, the
drops,
the little jellies. No, they're not the drops.
The pearl.
Yeah, the pearls.
Mega pearls.
Yeah, and so 2 of those does me right. It sends me into this amazing space. And the other night I forgot that I ate them.
And a lot of edibles.
So Apple's brought home this like special weed. He's like, oh, you got to try this weed. It's amazing. So I'm like, yeah, I haven't really smoked today. So I went and I took 1 hit of this weed and I was laid the fuck out, like in such a hard way. And right as I inhaled and the edibles kicked in, but I had forgotten. So I'm like, I gotta lay down. I gotta go to my room.
These are the moments on No Simple Road when I wish that this was a TV show.
Oh, no way.
Because there's a few things that you do when you're getting really high that are consistent, but they're all visual. And it's really hard to like.
Well, no, that's not for everybody. That's why it's a podcast. It's not a show. It's a podcast, so they can listen. They can imagine my silly faces. They can't see it.
Okay, so when Mel's super high, when she's in a room full of people and has her eyes closed. That's the first telltale sign. Everybody's talking. Mel's got her eyes closed. She's probably high. Then the second thing is she will start like doing mudras with her fingers and turning her head from side to side.
And then the thing I love too is when we're having a conversation that doesn't really include her, or it doesn't exclude you, but it's not where we're not talking directly to you, and she'll be doing that. And she'll go, "What?"
Yep.
All of a sudden, like, kind of snap out of the meditation thing and like, "What'd you say?"
I definitely get into that. It's funny. I'm laughing because of course it's true.
Wait, I wasn't done.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Then okay, so she's got her hands up, eyes closed, head turning from side to side, and she's deep breathing. I'm like, I'll look over. I'm like, oh, she's fucking baked. Next step, she'll get up and start stretching. Doesn't matter where we are. Grocery store, could be at a birthday party. Doesn't matter. Mel's now doing yoga in front of everybody. And
Working it out.
And she can't talk.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, that's that.
Why is it a Tell on Melanie Day?
I get
It's
told.
it's not a tell. We're not dry
Why
snitching or
dry-
nothing. It's just that we're talking about you. You kind of brought it up. And
Yeah.
We're just expanding on hey, we were expanding on your guys' life.
I'm in the
with
hot seat.
kids
Yeah,
who
I've
do
been
this
expanded
now.
on a fucking million
All
times.
right, all
Yeah, we all
right.
get
I'll
expanded. Tonight was
take
your night
it.
to be expanded
I'll
on.
take
Apple
it.
was picking his feet last week. He got expanded on, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit happens.
So, hey, everybody.
What about Apple? Do you got anything to add
Huh?
for this week?
Not really. I mean, other than my week since, we're like we said, this is Thursday. It's been a few days since the last episode. Is just the excitement of preparing and getting ready. I had a lot of last minute pulling together plans of where I was staying. Friends I was going to stay with, one of them sold their house, is moving into their house this whole weekend, so I couldn't stay there. And another friend decided he's going out of town. So like all my buddies where I'd normally stay fell apart and stuff. So I had
Get your ass a hotel room.
I had to pay quite a bit for hotel rooms. Are like $250-$300 in Vegas this weekend, and then on Monday they go back down to like $42 for a
Gross.
suite because they are trying to get people to come there.
Gross.
Welcome to Vegas. Give me your money.
Vegas, baby, but it's all worth it because we got that golden ticket.
Yeah, we do. So, hey, everybody out there, you know what? No Simple Road loves you. And what I said at the end of the conversation with Frasco goes for now until the end of eternity. If you're having a hard time and you need help, reach out to us and I will respond. Also, at the beginning of the episode, we have a new sponsor, BetterHelp.
BetterHelp.com/NSR. No Simple Road.
They are online counselors. It's not a crisis line. It's not a self-help thing. It is online counseling, and they're giving you guys 10% off, and you can just like talk on the phone with somebody and get your shit out. And we've all got shit that we need to get out. So
Yes.
if you don't have the money to do that, you feel free to hit up me at nosimpleroad@gmail.com or shoot me a DM on Instagram. I will respond to you, I promise, or Apple or Mel. Any of the three of us, we will get back to you.
We sure will.
Yeah,
And-
between the three of us, we can cover a lot of subjects, and we're good listeners, and we're very loving if you haven't figured that out yet.
Yeah. So again, Andy, thanks for hanging out with us and coming on the show,
Love you,
brother.
Andy,
We love
so
you
much.
and wish you nothing but the best. And
Thanks for farting in my seat, keeping
Yeah.
it warm and everything.
when the mushrooms grow, we'll send them to you in the mail. And everybody out there, remember that we will be back next week with more
Stuff and things.
Yeah. And smile at a
Whatnot.
stranger and
Right.
hydrate, safety third. And remember, if your wagon doesn't have wheels, it's a sled. So we'll see you next week. We love you.
Peace.
Like twist and turn, the mission turning, it's a journey. Wish the word is many problems, but it's a burden. Family needs has been deferred, and hella means been the earth, and alchemy can bring the birth, the melody of a new born. So persistent, so resistant, so insistent, so commitment, so resilient, or haven't you learned it? Yeah. No simple road. 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 My windshield is shattered as I focus through the spot in the corner that is still intact. The react is both a defense mechanism as well as a fear. We've traveled this road before, so we may think, but it's a tad bit of strange similarities that feed an A=A complex. The fears of your past do not equal the perplexities of the current road.
Hey listeners, I want to tell you about the April-May 2023 issue of Relics magazine. Features a Dave Matthews Band cover story with additional articles and interviews with The National, Graham Nash, Wayne Shorter, ALO, Ivan Neville, our friend Eric Krasno and Stanton Moore, Marty Stewart, and much more. Check out the latest version of Relics and subscribe now at relics.com/DMB. Thanks, Relics.
This is the story of Whitney Houston.
This is the story of Kurt Cobain.
Of George Michael, of Otis Redding, of Amy Winehouse, of Michael Hutchence, Bob Marley. This is the story of Prince.
It's a new podcast series
about how they died, why they died, and why we're still talking about them so long after.
It's like nothing you've ever heard before.
It's storytelling.
But it's more than that, because rock stars,
they tell us how we feel. They change our mood.
They change the clothes we wear, the people we hang out with,
the way we remember things.
It's them who give us those ludicrous moments, the ones where you're
jumping around, singing your heart out, feeling understood.
And it's those moments we'll help you remember, the ones you're thinking about right now.
That feeling.
That feeling.
It's coming soon from Crowd Network.
Just search for Death of a Rock Star on your podcast app.
And subscribe now.